Hello.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That.
Every time I say hello and it's immediately drowned out by Alfie screaming help. I'm like, hello, bro. every time. You love to see
It's
it.
funny though.
It is
Love
pretty
to
funny.
see
I love it.
It's tradition at this point, really. Hi, everybody.
Tradition.
Welcome to Tall Tale Dice, Trials of the Unchosen, episode 29? 29.
29.
And if you noticed, something changed since last time we played. We affiliate now. That's cool. Yippee.
It means
we
we're
will act
cool.
different because of this. We will.
What?
No, we
This
won't.
will go to our heads.
We will leave everybody behind in the dust.
I view this differently now.
Anyways.
Oh,
Far
God.
better.
Just get the Google Docs ready. Just get the Google
Google
Docs ready in
Docky.
advance. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I've never heard that. What the fuck?
It's so funny. Okay.
We'll tell you.
No, you don't-
yeah,
after.
we'll tell you
We'll tell you
after.
after. But yeah, thanks a lot. This is kind of cool. We're gonna try to get some like emotes and shit to play with. That's cool. I don't know.
We'll work on
Thanks,
sub
guys.
badges, emotes,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff.
It's pretty cool. We have like we have more room to play now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, I'm Dr. Woods, your Dungeon Master. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch. I don't do anything there yet, but it's there. And we're going to go down the list of people down there. And they're going to go ahead and sleep their name, where you can find them, and what they have going on in their lives. Let's start opposite side. Eggy first.
Sex. Hello. I'm Exotic Butters.
Off to a great
Okay.
start.
Like fucking last night, dude. That was awful. Anyways, hello. I'm Exotic Butters, and I play the team's campaign's Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer, Kiara. And you can find me under TikTok and Instagram under the same name, Exotic Butters. Ooh.
Good answer.
Yippee! Good answer, good answer.
You!
Also,
you!
Ace Hellhound, thanks for the 100 bits. That's rad.
Woohoo.
We love you. Big heart.
Thank you, Ace.
Sex.
Give me more money. Give me more money.
No.
Oh man, no! Ace is beating me in the leaderboard for my own channel. That's crazy.
I believe in you,
Sadness
Woots. You two can hit the top.
Yes.
You too can spend $1 million on bits.
Nice.
You two could give me money.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I don't want to do my part.
Are
Somebody
you
else.
sure?
Oh, oh man, that was a missed opportunity. Nobody said I didn't do shit.
I didn't do shit. They don't get it.
Schmarky will be joining us in a little bit. So we're gonna keep going down the list. Lumen.
God, I hope not.
It's Alfie.
It's me.
Oh, Alfie.
You skipped Alfie.
Yeah, the I'm doing my part was not my introduction.
I'm sorry, Alfie. I forgot you were there. You may proceed.
Thank you, kind sir. Hey, I'm not doing that.
Thanks, Cletus.
Back in the old west.
Hey. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm Alfie. I play Wizgor the Dementia. No, this isn't good enough. No, I need it. No, I'm doing something. We're going over here, and we're restarting. And I'm gonna face the wall when I do this. I'm Alfie.
The clap.
Wizgor, the Dementia Ring Wizard, and yeah, you can find me as the true Alfie on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and even YouTube. And that's about it.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good
Yeah, good
answer.
College professor that has
the-
like really
The
bad stage
clap he
fright.
did in between every sentence made me laugh harder each time.
That shit reminded me of like really fringe, like black box Hollywood, like fringe festival theater. Like he just standing in a black room or dark room, like staring at a wall, doing these lines and clapping in between, never showing his face, and somehow the audience loves it because it's avant-garde and weird and shit.
Avant-garde.
It's experimental theater.
Anyways, next.
Now it gets good schmarky.
No, Shmirky just walked in the room, so actually.
God!
So once he joins the call, he can do his intro.
Yay.
We'll wait patiently.
Headshot.
There he
You don't have to
is.
wait that long.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways. Hi, Schmarky.
I can hear now.
Yippee!
Hi,
Hello.
Schmarky.
Hello, my bodacious baby.
Good evening, good day, good morning. I gotta open up everything.
Oh, it's your turn for your introduction.
No.
Well, you know, he got you there.
You know what? Fair.
Hello, everybody. I am Schmarky. I play Parsival, the human fighter, and you can find me at SchmarkyVT anywhere.
Good
Yes!
Anywhere. That's
love
ominous.
Bravo!
You're my favorite.
Schmarky is my Kamiyoshi.
What does that mean?
I don't really want to know. I don't know what. I tell you when you're old.
Oh my god.
I am.
No.
Lumen, you're up.
Hi, I'm Lumen. I play the party's druid Lux. And you could find me at LumenVA on everything and use my code in the Fortnite shop.
What's that code?
LumenVA.
That's crazy. New skins are coming out. Wonderbolt skins.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I love baby Nas.
Wonderbolt. What?
Thunderbolt skins.
Thunderbolts, not Wonderbolts. What the fuck am I talking about? I think the Wonderbolts was a dumb movie with Tim Allen in it. Anyway.
Probably.
I'm trying to remember. Because all I could think of was Zoom Academy for Superheroes.
Yeah,
but I don't think-
No, yeah,
love that
because
movie.
the Wonderbolts were like a superhero family that was dysfunctional. It was a Disney thing.
You mean the Thundermans?
Was it the Thundermans? That sounds stupid. I don't think
That
it's
was
Thundermans.
Tim Allen.
There was a show called that was the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
That was like a dysfunctional superhero family.
I'm looking this up right now.
That's gonna bother me. Anyway, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alexandria OG. You can find me at Alexandria OG on all platforms, and I'm the party's leader, Skate the Rogue.
Yippee! Not
Good
interim
answer.
leader, the leader.
I love
Yay!
Awesome.
Roots.
What?
What you're thinking it was in fucking My Little Pony.
I love My
Wonderbolts?
Little Pony.
The Wonderbolts are like
The
a team in
Wonderbolts.
My Little Pony.
I love the Wonderbolts. Good
What was
job.
that one movie with Tim
Labrat.
Allen?
Oh yeah, Labrat. That was Zoom.
Academy for Superheroes.
Yeah.
With Tim Allen?
The one where
Yeah.
he's the speedster.
He was Zoom.
Oh. Interesting.
I love that movie as a kid.
Lab Rats was pretty good too.
Oh yeah. Mighty Man.
Excuse me. Val, you're up.
Hello, I'm Val. I play the team's Asmar Cleric Endeavor. You can find me at Valiant VT all platforms.
Good hit, sir. Bravo.
Bravo!
The Bravo is gonna take
Magnifico!
Bravo.
Stupenda!
Stupendo.
Mardi Gras.
Stupido.
What the
You did that, and in time with it, a malware bites pop up showed up on my PC saying, "Hey, do you want to do a scan?"
I just have the Mardi Gras. Yo.
Yo. Don't. Hell yeah. And with that out of the way, we're gonna do our recap for those of you who have never been here, or for those of you who are like Alfie and forgot. The way we do a recap here every session is to describe what happened in the adventures of last sesh. Is we all roll a d20. Whoever's closest to mine gets to be voluntold to do the recap. They still get their inspiration, but let's see who pays attention, takes notes.
Not me.
That's the secret cap. I never do.
I got 3.
No.
Starting off strong.
Oh,
Val
no.
with
You're
the
just
2.
getting out of the way. You're getting out of the way.
Me and Val get out of the way. And
It's not really getting out of the way when all your rolls tend to be low.
a 3, a 2, a 7, a 3.
I rolled a nat 1 again! 10!
Oh
That's
no!
awesome sauce, dude. I'm
Get them out of
so
the way.
scared.
Broken.
I don't
Get
like
it
that
out of the
I'm the
way.
largest number right now. You know
I
why?
just-
I can't even open the damn website. There we go. Launch game. It wasn't working before.
Me when it's not working before.
That's crazy.
Take you from
No, to be fair, Roll20's been like silly goofy for me right now too. It keeps saying, "Hey, you should have hardware accelerator on." I'm like, it is on.
Check this roll, guys. Check this one out.
Check it.
That's
I'm into
that's
the
awesome.
ladies' pants.
You got the
Women
same as
fight for
egg.
my delight.
Nobody-
I really
wait.
thought.
Nobody
Wait,
rolled
I
over
love
a
that
7.
so much.
Nobody
Wait,
rolled above a
screenshot.
10.
Oh my god.
That's how
This
today's
is
session's gonna go.
great.
Okay, gang, those in the Twitch chat, we have a 1, a 2, 2 3s, and 2 7s.
Yeah, we're winning this.
Wait.
We're
So
so fucking
somebody,
We got
somebody,
this.
somebody good at math, tell me the statistical probability that would happen.
Everyone rolling below 7.
Well, yes, but not just below 7. 2 of you guys rolled a 2, and 2 of you guys rolled a 7. What's the math
It's
on
so
that?
sex, dude.
That is. Oh my god.
It's sexo wexo.
Okay, now my turn. Am I gonna be the anomaly?
Nat 20.
He's the one that rolls good today.
Are you fucking?
He got a 13.
You and Alfie.
Wait, so this means we have a roll
Hey,
off,
Woots.
don't we?
I used Google's AI to calculate that. To roll below a 10 on a d20 6 times in a row is approximately 0.0083.
Damn.
Damn. Okay, Elfie and I are gonna have a roll off. Yippee.
Congratulations, the Unchosen. You are statistical anomalies. You should feel good about yourselves.
I don't know
Alright.
if I should.
Bro,
I don't know if I do.
What am I getting?
I got 16,
Please.
Okay, I got a 2.
and egg is cooked.
I don't remember jack shit. I fell
Do
off
your
my
best.
chair.
Do your
You're the better pick
best.
than me, Egg.
Not a good pick. I'm fucking dumb.
I didn't say you were a good pick. I said you were a better pick.
Would it help if I
Man.
moved to the map?
I don't think anything would
Probably.
help.
We never left that map, so it probably
never
will.
I fucking.
I don't think she was
on the
conscious
floor.
during the fight.
We fought. That's for sure.
We'll go ahead
I
and
don't
move
think
to
she's
the
ever
map,
had a
so
sentient thought.
She's
That's
sentient?
honestly a fair assumption.
Does this help at all?
um.
Mm.
Gulp.
I'm like tugging my shirt like those fucking cartoons right now. Okay. We fought.
Good answer. Good.
Good
You,
answer.
you did in fact fight.
Okay. All right. So from
Give
what
her a
I
hint.
remember, no. Let me try.
Okay.
Actually, no.
No, did you say you wanted to try? Nobody give her a hint.
Fuck you. So we tried. We fought. We conquered. So Endeavor.
It's about drive. It's about
Right.
power. We stay home. We devour.
Endeavor fighting Biggie over here. Big dude.
Biggie
Right?
Cheese.
I cannot say that. Yeah. Biggie Cheese over here got fought by Yo. I don't remember. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't remember jack shit.
I
I
got a
just know
gun.
that we fought. Yeah, Wizgor has a blicky. Glat, grat, grat, you
Nope,
know?
nope.
Don't ever say that again.
Never again.
You said that in the whitest way possible.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever heard it that
Wayscore has a blicky.
Caucasian before.
Glot.
Gra gra.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Wisco's got a.
Guyona. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, he went as a black man? No.
Half, all right, man. Come on. Oh, why am I moving? I'm sorry.
Kiara in this space is walking through, trying to retrace her steps.
You know that one
here.
scene
I
with
did this-
Metro Man and Megamind where he's walking around where everyone's just like
Oh, I love that
Just
scene.
Frozen in time, and he's just walking around having
I'm
a
the
good old
Flash
time.
with
I know,
other-
Rihanna.
Flash.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Anyways,
Wally West mentioned.
so what I can remember, me and Wizgor were in this cool little area after Wizgor made that guy pee his pants. And then he got a gun. And now he's over here fighting this tiefling looking guy. Endeavor's beating the shit out of Biggie Cheese over here. I don't know. That's all I can really make out. I know Skaith is over here fighting.
Fought. We finished
Fought.
the battle.
The fight's done.
Oh,
The fight's been done.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
The only reason I can make fun of you is because I'm not the one on the spot.
Yeah, next time when it's your turn, I'm gonna be laughing a lot harder now.
You do every
alright?
time.
I'm gonna
We're
laugh
such
harder.
good friends.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take your point of inspiration, Eggy.
Really? Oh my god.
I mean, technically, you did fight. The biggest point that I forgot to say is that you won. You're not fighting no more. But yeah, you guys were finishing raiding this warehouse. They were just about to try to leave. The cops weren't going to show up in time to catch these guys before they bounced. So you're like, fuck it, we ball. You jumped in. Your battle ensued. You were given directives. Don't kill anybody. You guys aren't sanctioned for this yet. The paperwork hasn't gone through. Just try not to kill anybody. And you've done a pretty good job. You dropped a tree to keep one of the vehicles from leaving. A vehicle that had an engine in it? That's weird in this fantasy world of D&D, where people still use swords and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And through intimidation, Wizgor was able to get one of the combatants to drop his blunderbuss, big old cannon gun, and bounce. He left the building. Everyone else took out their respective guys through non-lethal means, pistol whipping on the back of the head, using spells just to knock somebody down. Endeavor blatantly beating the shit out of this big guy who couldn't leave this room. The only casualty being the Gobbo, who ran out and jumped in the water. Water that our friend Lux had told a bunch of sharks, don't let anybody leave. Didn't give instructions as to how, but sharks are going to be sharking, and dude got it. You did manage to save a bunch of different magical creatures that were trying to get transported and smuggled out of this area. With the exception of only a couple people who left, who escaped. One being the tiefling who dropped the blunderbuss and got out of Dodge. The other was a Githyanki swashbuckler that left after like rummaging through a crate with a bunch of documents and scrolls and papers and letters, left out the window. Before she could leave entirely, her boot got shot, making her drop a couple of the documents before she was able to astral bounce out of there. We love that everybody gets Misty Step, right? Just reflavored.
You love to see it.
And the big guy over by Parsival, clad in like this bone-like armor, both Skaith and Parsival wailing on this guy, doing damage, but not as much as you would hope. This guy seemed like a threat. But looking at Parsival and everybody else, he dropped his weapon and put his hands in the air. He gave up. And gave up.
Movie.
And just like with every movie, when it comes to the heroes raiding a criminal warehouse, the cops show up once the fight's over. Typical. And as they were coming to, Lux don't look like Lux anymore, right?
He does now, but he didn't.
does now.
He didn't at first.
10-4. So Lux outside talking with Detective Collins. I need to charge my phone. It's dying. Talking with Detective Collins. Parsival alone with this bow knight. And gleaming just surface level thoughts using your Detect Thoughts spell, right? You're able to glimpse just surface level. Stall for time. The moot is in 3 days. The moot, of course, being a meeting of some importance. Mystery. That's crazy. But what's even crazier is that looking at you, Parsival, he said, "Well done, cousin. There's hope for you yet." Ooh, spooky. And we'll pick that up from here. Who wants to start off?
Hey, Woots.
Now
Yes. Can I go pick the lock of the cage that has the magical monkey?
There's a magic.
Absolutely.
There is a magical monkey.
Where is the magical monkey?
You put your crates over here.
Okay. Wait, can I pick the lock to all of them to let them free? What's in the crates? Hold up, wait. Let's start there. Before I set toxic, potentially dangerous animals onto the people of Waterdeep.
Well, as
Took a second.
as discovered by Lux, a lot of the labeling that goes to these shipping containers were in invisible script. So I would say, give me a nature or animal handling check to try to gauge to see what's in what box.
18 plus 4 for animal handling.
18 plus 4 for animal handling. We'd love to see it. Easy enough. And you go to the box with what sounds like the magical monkey, and you're looking through the peephole, and you can see 3 different little figures inside. All of them look scared, but they're not like freaking out or going rabid. They look timid, scared. One, what you can kind of gather, would be like a ring-tailed lemur, but the white parts of the fur are glowing bright pink.
Oh my
And
God.
what you heard, this little magical monkey, what are they called? They're like macaques.
Okay.
Why is macaque in a cage?
And he is, and you can tell it's a macaque because the entirety of its body almost is giving off this like ethereal sheen, almost like it's like an elemental magical monkey.
I want to let it out. Can I pick the lock, please?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, and don't forget to use your proficiency bonus because of your thieves tools. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your proficiency bonus, like for your dexterity or whatever, that number, and you're gonna add your another proficiency bonus for your thieves tools. Yeah.
That's a lot of math. It's
Just roll sleight of hand. It won't be
Okay.
that big. I'm pretty sure you roll and like add
16
something like
plus
8.
6
Oh yeah.
for the sleight of
Easy
hand.
enough. Easy enough. You open it up, and the ringtail lemur with the glowing pink fur leaps out of the box. Kind of leaps over, just like looking for like a window, but it's like standing on its feet, like kind of looking around. And
Oh.
the macaque
Oh.
kind of like crawls out a little bit, shifts into moving water, splashes on the ground, and reappears in front of you as this little elemental macaque. He's like a water elemental, but he's just a little
Aw.
monkey.
I'm gonna take out a little bit of food from my pack, and I'm just gonna hand it to him, and then I'm gonna like offer some over to the ring-tailed lemur, kind of as like it's okay, we're working on getting you out of here, don't panic yet.
The ring-tailed lemur is gonna look over, gonna bounce to you on his 2 feet like lemurs do, kind of snatch it, run back up and eat it, little lip smack with his mouth open. The macaque's gonna kind of shift, and the way he moves, interesting. He moves fluidly like water, and it's curious. It moves like takes the bit of food, gives it some sniffs, eats it, and you can see like in its face a semblance of like curious intelligence, like he's tasting it, seeing if he likes it. And you can see like his little head start to nod a little bit before it just sits his ass down on the ground, feet kicking out, just looking up at you.
Hi, buddy. I guess you kind of liked that. Do you want more? She's gonna kind of like just look at his face to see if there's any like semblance of that intelligence still there.
You're speaking to him in common, and he doesn't understand.
I'm trying to remember what the different languages I have are. Give me one moment.
You would need like speak with animals or beast speech.
Well, this one you need primordial.
This one has primordial.
It's an elemental monkey. What do you mean?
Actually, yeah, that's fair. Actually, I think
She's gonna grab some more out of her pack and like offer it. And then like with her other hand, she's gonna put it on the ground in case like he wants to climb up onto her shoulder. Just as like an offer, not as like a trying to trap him. She's doing very slow movements.
He's gonna pick up the food, eat it, little lip smacking. Is looking at your shoulder, like arm, looking up at your shoulder. Kind of like tilts his head in the confusion, and he's like looking around in this space, very curiously, like he's seeing shit like this for the first time.
Oh, the poor thing.
You get the semblance that he's probably not from around here, probably from a very far away.
Ooch, can I come back inside?
For sure.
Skitha's gonna sit down and read the scrolls that she picked up from the Githyanki.
I'll lead the police over to the window where everything was broken. Because that's where one of the unconscious people are.
Over here.
Yeah.
He's gonna look down at the ground. The unconscious guy sprawling out. You seem to crisp him up a little bit.
Non-lethal.
Goes to. He kind of gives. He like raises an eyebrow. Goes to check his
I
pulse.
just like I'm smiling, looking at it.
Non-lethally. He's alive. Given these burns, once he wakes up, he might wish he wasn't, but he's alive. Good work. We'll try to get him to some healers to make sure whatever damage this is not permanent.
There's also more inside. And I'll step through the broken window.
More, how more? And he's gonna like reference to the rest of the guards to kind of like do a sweep of the area, arrest anybody who's. Let's look over here. Doing perimeter check and stuff like that.
As soon as I walk inside, I want to notice the monkey and just go, "Oh, baby!" and rock over.
You just ignored the lemur. Imagine.
I also speak primordial, so I'm gonna walk
That's
over
valid.
and just be like, "Oh, look at you!"
Hey, I have a request, Woots.
Dope. Yep.
Can you make the lemur sound like Mort?
Oh,
King
Julius!
Oh my
Like-
god. I like it.
Call it King Lux, like he asked, "Are you the king?" Because you're just a little guy.
Mort, get him away from my feet.
I like your pee.
I like it.
Baby, be better on my wall.
Big booty Latina.
Like I just made a joke about murdering him, and Egg starts laughing maniacally.
Wait,
Like
what?
that.
Yeah, and you look through the documents, and they're some of the shipping manifests. One is a shipping manifest. The other seems to be a letter, right? A letter that has already been opened. The shipping manifest is one that there was going to be some of the magical reagents that are in some of these crates was supposed to go to a one Lord and Lady Castellanter. And I'll write this here in the Castellanter.
Right below.
That's
my
where
beautiful-
one of the shipments is
beautiful
going
message.
to.
That's where one of them was supposed to go to. Probably not going anymore since you
Well, yeah.
stopped. But specifically, they were for spellcraft, arcane focuses, and grips of diamonds worth 30 gold apiece, and a lot of them.
Damn.
And the other letter that has already been opened was sent by the representative of the Thieves Guild, or the Underground Guild of Xanathar, basically threatening. And you can see they don't use names when it comes to like saying like organizations. You just see the snake with the forked tongue symbol that you've seen before, threatening that their overstep within the criminal underworld of Waterdeep is going to come back to bite them. The rest of the guilds are not going to stay put. And that there's going to be a meeting. It's not going to disclose location, but all of the major players, all the Thieves Guilds will be there.
God damn it. Woots. Okay. Escape is going to stuff the letter like into her pocket along with the shipping manifests. And then she's gonna stand up and like brush off her clothes. You speak animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell him that he's gonna be okay? We'll figure it out. I think he looks like he's actually like intelligent, but when I was talking to him, I don't think he understands me.
I'm from a glance, like looking at them, can I tell what language they would be able to understand?
Give me a nature or arcana check.
Yo. Definitely going with nature. Ooh, that is a 18 plus 5. I thought it was a 16
Jesus.
at first, but it's an 18.
Yeah, with that, you would know that this is not like your normal monkey. Talking to it like you would any animal wouldn't work because it is, in fact, elemental.
Mhm.
And you would have to know the language of Primordial. Specifically, because Primordial, there's quite a few of them. I believe it's Aquan?
I know Primordial. I don't know if I have a specific thing.
Oh, no, if you know Primordial, that's just like the base. And then,
Okay,
like,
yeah, I know
Aquan,
Primordial.
Aquan's a subsect of Primordial, which is it's a language of the elemental plane of water.
Oh, okay.
Because all of them sounds different. So if you would notice, if Lux would just speak to this monkey, it would probably sound like Lux is drowning.
Just
Just
sound like a myrtle or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah.
Sound like a drowned
Even
from
Murloc.
Minecraft.
Yeah, the Murlocs, that's what it
Chef from
was.
Chowder.
oh my god,
Murlocs from
Huh.
Warcraft. I fucking
Yeah.
love those fuckers. My mom loved them.
I mainly remember them
Sounds
from
like a
Hearthstone.
drowned from Minecraft.
Yeah, basically, it's the sound of moving water, just in the corporeal body of a humanoid. That sounds like drowning.
But I will tell it that everything is going to be okay. And we're gonna get everything situated.
He's gonna
While
look at you.
sounding like I'm drowning.
He's gonna look at you and like gesture with his hands, much like an intelligent chimpanzee would reference, like with a like sign language almost. But also it'll speak to you, and it's gonna speak, and it's gonna sound like a babbling brook. As like it makes sounds to you, and the sounds are made. It doesn't even need to open its mouth. It's just the sounds that radiate from it. It sounds just like a babbling brook, a little stream, moving, or actual running water. And you're gonna understand that he's looking into space. This isn't home. Where is here?
You're in the material plane.
Gonna look around. Gonna gesture. Shit.
Skaith is just like really confused at the fact that there's just water sounds happening.
I'm like I'm now sitting down like crisscross in front of it, like having this conversation.
And he's gonna look over at Skaith, gonna point, and sound water. Nice. What's gonna hold it? It's gonna pull out the food after it ate because it just goes into the water form. Gonna pull it back out. So lay it in his hand. This, like this, what this? And I don't know what kind of food that Skaith gave to the water monkey.
Skaith normally carries like bread with her, or like crackers, just small things.
A little trail tack, a little trail tack. We love to see it.
That is bread. And they are very nice, yes.
What's bread?
So when it starts out as wheat, and they water it, and then I don't have time for this, do I?
And they water it, and I don't have time.
And we'll also say, look to you. More. And points off into the big room. Points to itself. Points to the big room. With the other crates in it.
Can you show me where? And I'll like stand up.
And he stands up on his little water monkey feet. He's gonna walk over. He's gonna go and try to take Lux, and also gonna reach his hand up to Skaith. And try to like pull you in the direction of some of the other crates.
Oh, Skaith will like let him grab her, and then just like kind of
It is
follow.
Such a weird sensation. It's like if a waterbed was like holding your hand, as it is made of water, but like with your gloves, you're having like that little separation of contact.
Mm-hmm.
It's so surreal. And pulls you into the big room, and sure enough, there are other crates. Some of them you can see like little shards of like earth and stone kind of popping through the cracks. Some of the insides of the other ones seem warm to the touch, as if there's something burning on the inside.
Oh my god.
I'll look over at Skaith. These are animals from different planes.
From the what?
You keep cutting out.
Different planes of existence. This one is from the water plane.
He does keep
Just-
coming.
How do we get them back home?
I don't know how to plane travel, so I don't know.
This is not my strong suit, Lux. Um, and she's gonna like look a little concerned. You can like talk to him,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. Can you like are the hot ones like if I look inside of it, is there fire?
If you look inside the crates that are like a little bit warm and radiating heat, you look inside, and yeah, sure enough, there is what looks to be like another macaque, but this one made of fire.
Can,
And if you're looking inside of another one, it looks to be just like a stone macaque, the stone monkey, kind of sitting there, and he couldn't tell like it wasn't a statue until like you look through the hole and like "Arr!" and like looks at you, and you look inside of another one, and it looks like a macaque, one of these monkeys, but it's made of clouds.
if we let them out, are they gonna like freak out? She's gonna like look over at Lux.
Probably. This isn't where they're from, so I don't know.
What should we do?
Wooch, is there anybody that I know in the Grove that can do plane travel?
Probably not. The ranger leader, that was more his bag.
Mm-hmm.
He was a planeswalker. But he's not around right now. He's missing a little bit. But you do know that the Grove harbors like living trees and other elementals that are there.
That is true. We could leave them with the other druids. They could take care of them until they can go back home.
Okay. We're gonna need to explain this to Collins. Well, I guess how are we gonna get all of these critters there? We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to transport them. At least so that they're safe and not locked up like this again. This cave kind of like looks like she's visibly in pain. Like looking at all the critters that are just like locked into cages.
Did you mean physically?
I don't know, did I?
I really don't know, buddy.
Didn't need to be corrected.
Okay.
Yeah, Joker? I think Joker thinks you're right.
Joker's on my side of that.
Kibby!
Steve is gonna like look over at the like elemental monkey. Can you, and she's gonna like say this to Lux, but like looking at little guy, can you tell him that we're gonna try to get them somewhere safe and to have him tell his friends?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go talk to Collins before he sees all this. And hopefully figure out how we're getting them there.
Okay, I will relay the message to the macaques.
Okay, and the water macaque will tell the rest of the elemental macaques what's up. And you can see, and it's such a weird conversation because it sounds like a babbling brook, moving stones, swirling wind, and like not even like roaring fire, but more the sound it would be if you were like to like rub, like if there was like hot coals on a fire, if you're rubbing a stick through it. So it sounds interesting.
You gotta create a canon reason for why a cat happens every time she talks.
That's Fluffy.
Fluffy sounds like a cat. See, now we need art with Fluffy with little cat ears on.
Ah.
Oh no, my chair. My chair ran over a blueberry. Now there's blueberry smear on the ground.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Rip.
Our table.
It's
It's
broken. And
Excuse-
also, as you're going over to talk to Detective Collins, from one of the crates that luckily didn't have any of the animals in it, just smoldering barley and wheat, this dust settles after Wizgor emerges triumphant after very interestingly knocking out this guy that's right in front of him.
Oh, that's right. I backflipped off the wall. Remember.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna be so real.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody remembered Wizgor did a cool thing. It took a minute to get there, but it got there in the end.
It was awesome.
And as Detective Collins moves in, goes to go through the window looking around, goes to put his hand down to push himself up, realizing that there's somebody in the windowsill knocked out. Checks their pulse, sees that they're alive, kind of pushes them down off to the side and they fall down. Well,
He was gonna pull out one of the the shipping manifest. And she's gonna leave the other one as she's walking over. And hi.
it seems like there's been some cowboys in here. So far, everyone's alive. Well done.
You said not to kill anyone.
Well, adventures in the past, what we recommend and plead with, sometimes doesn't happen. I do appreciate it does save a lot of paperwork, and also getting information out of someone who's alive is a lot easier than having to cast Speak with Dead just to get information.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't think about that. That's fair.
Especially with the lack of magical reagents going around. So, what's the situation to report?
It looks like there's going to be, she's gonna hand him the paper. It looks like there's gonna, supposedly there was going to be some magical reagents from these crates that were going to a Lord and Lady Castellanter? Looks like.
He's gonna look at the manifest. I fucking hate rich people. Yeah, they are high society. We've had suspicions that they were up to nefarious deeds. Even a family like theirs, who comes from old money, seemingly has a lot of income coming in from seemingly nowhere. Now we got evidence. Good work. I'm sure they'll be very thrilled once you look at it, 33,000 gold pieces worth of diamond doesn't show up to their front door.
Maybe they shouldn't have been doing it illegally then. She's gonna smile.
Indeed. Especially when there is a suspicious absence of magical reagents with all the shops being hit. Seems to me like somebody wants to hold all the power, or is at least trying to grease the palms to gain favor. That's yet to be discovered. Either way, well done.
She's just gonna kind of nod.
And as for the rest of this warehouse, it's a lot of crates here. It's gonna take time to go through everything in catalog.
Actually, before you do that, our druid spoke with one of the elemental critters that seems to have been abducted from a different plane of existence and brought here.
And you can see, his whiskers kind of like shunt a little bit, and his kind of jaw drops. Elementals.
They were dealing with live animals, but it looks like they're all magical. We have a place for them to go that they'll be safe until we can figure out how to get them home. And I'd prefer that we leave them with the druids.
The druids.
Just-
The Enclave? The Emerald Enclave?
Yeah.
We can arrange to make that happen.
I'd prefer to know that they're somewhere where they're not going to be. She's gonna kind of look around them, stuck in modern civilization.
Wouldn't that be the best for everybody?
That's what I was thinking.
We can arrange to make that happen. They work directly with us, like the other factions. It's a good suggestion. You sure you weren't a detective in a past life?
No? What?
Well, deducing things. You're good at this line of work.
Takes
But-
practice.
Expect nothing less after the out of the leader of the Unchosen now.
I Yep. She's like really awkward now and like
He's
can't
gonna go
really-
like he's gonna like do the whole like business like tap you twice on the shoulder before going off to start one, making sure everybody is handcuffed. Two, checking in each and every one of you guys to make sure that you're good. Because he's gonna go over to Kiara. Just as a formality, we are gonna have to take a statement. Is there anything that you can say about what transpired here?
A lot of fighting.
He looks around at the scorch marks, the bullet holes, the broken crates. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Anything in particular? Anything that stand out different?
Besides the capturing animals that are magical, a lot of gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Like a lot of gunpowder, yeah.
Guns and people.
She's gonna point over to where her and Wisgor were during the battle. You can actually look up there. There's a lot of just gunpowder and guns in the crates, and a small doorway into like an entrance where Wisgor was. There was just gunpowder everywhere.
Firearms, you say?
Yeah.
That is shocking.
Mhm.
They'll definitely all need to be confiscated.
She's
Talk
gonna
to-
hold out the gun that she had and give it to him for safekeeping. Here you go. I don't need this.
Well, once
Also,
we get
evidence.
yeah, evidence indeed.
Yeah.
We'll get everything categorized in. At the end of the day, if we talk to whoever manufactured this to see if they were on the up and up, and maybe if we can like make this thing I don't know how to work this thing. If we make it non-dangerous and give back to you as a souvenir. But until then, gotta bag and tag everything here.
Understandable.
He's gonna go over to Endeavor with this little notebook. Hey, big man. Anything about what transpired here seem out of the ordinary to you?
No. I did get this dried flower though.
Dried flower.
Came off the big guy over there.
Huh. I guess even criminals are sentimental.
Yeah, but you don't really see a big guy with a dried rose typically. Feels kind of weird.
Well, I hope it wasn't from his partner back home, because whoever they ain't gonna be seeing him for a while.
Well, not now.
Well,
Fine.
but well done. You did a lot of good work here. He's gonna
Thanks.
go over to Wisgor, who's walking out of the dust.
Huh? Wait, what?
The Collins is walking towards you.
Okay.
He's gonna point at the guy like by your feet. You do that?
Yes.
Jesus.
With magic, right?
You could call it that.
As you hold up your bloodied knuckles.
Yeah.
You, my friend, are full of surprises.
You don't know the half of it, my friend.
Just as a formality, going through here, taking notes, I can see you all fought, won the day. Anything strange stand out? We were already told about the elemental creatures, gunpowder and firearms. Anything else? Vehicle.
Yeah, I know, Schmarky.
Sorry, what?
I was
didn't say
I was
anything.
going to say a form of technology that this realm has never seen has entered somehow, and we need to find out why and how.
Why you sound so sophisticated? Like above table. I'm so sorry.
That was really sophisticated. I love that.
Yeah, it was great. What the hell?
I mean, I did.
Wisgor was
Last time,
sentient for
You know, we did make it
a
a
minute.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you guys never, in the recap, pointed out Wisgor knew what a car was.
Yeah.
Bro
he
is
knew
kinda
how to-
ancient, though, so it's
He knew
understandable.
how to deter these things. These different forms of technology that have never been seen before.
It's actually. Wait a second. Wait a minute.
He knew
Wait.
what they were called. Anyways,
I don't know if I like this anymore, guys. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know if I like the wizard anymore. He seems a little weird. Just a little bit. He's freaking me
Go.
out.
Can you show
Yeah, I
me
was-
what this technology is?
okay, where was the car? Was like over here. So I
It's
would
probably with the. It's probably where the big wagon is.
Yeah, like here, isn't it? It's like right
in-
by the tree, because I remember I told them to.
Yeah, it's literally, you can see it right here.
Oh, that is it. Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna take him in there. This is a car. As you can see here in the front is the motor, the engine. That's what we had to take out to stop it from moving. If you see any more of those, you have to go for that to deactivate it. That or find a way to get the wheels to stop moving any other way.
I'm gonna nod and agree with you. So and pretend to know or understand what the hell this is. We'll have to get our top artificers to understand where this was made and how it came here. What's it doing here?
I don't know. It shouldn't be in this world.
I have a car.
I do not believe it's a form of magic.
Like you can, like he's actively looking for like glowing bits or something that would indicate that it's made by like like magic circles or like ruins or anything that would make this thing like operate.
It is not from a magically related realm. Or at least one that doesn't fully rely on it.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yes, quite.
Have to figure out how the hell I'm gonna write this down.
Just put down, like, technologically advanced carriage.
Auto, moving, carriage, no horse. Power source, question mark.
Probably gas or something, I don't know.
He's gonna look at you.
Do you know what
Uh,
gas is?
Gas, as in there's vapor.
It's I don't have time for this.
Oh, we love it. Please make that the theme of today's episode. I don't have time for this. Right, well, we'll get somebody to take this out of here one way or another. Good work. I see you have a new toy there. Points to your blunderbuss.
Yes, I'm going to be keeping this one. I know the other one gave you hers.
Well, at least let me do this. And he's gonna cast a minor illusion spell and try to like replicate exactly how it looks.
Should I do it for him?
No, you can see that with pretty good skill, he's able to do it. Yeah, he's an inquisitive rogue detective guy.
It'd be funny if he didn't do it perfectly and Wizgor just corrected it.
Oh, there's probably no doubt that a wizard of your caliber can probably like, no, here. You can give him one that I can actually like hold and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
He just makes it real.
Oh, Hal Jordan.
Yeah, dude. Goes from illusions to just reality warper for half a second.
Oh no. Wizgor is gonna make a new Lantern Corps. Like, the Wizgor Corps. That's crazy. But he takes illusionary script so he can, so that he at least put that into evidence. Just make sure not to hurt anyone with that and keep it. Don't flash it in public.
I don't think they would really know what it is, to be fair.
That's why we don't want to cause a scare. This should be.
I'll tell them it's a new pipe. It's okay. But if they ask me to smoke it, I might freak out.
I must implore you, don't wave that out
Very
in public.
well. Trust me, I have no need to really scare the public with a new form of technology. Other realms have done that 1,000 times over, and it's never gone right.
Well, then you would know trite but true, even here. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Call me if you have any more questions about this technology.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have. He's gonna give you a sending stone. You'll probably hear from our artificers about this.
Sounds good.
He's gonna point at it. That's above my pay grade.
You're getting paid?
Not enough.
Obviously, I'm not.
You say as you're sitting there with your own like privately like wealthy bits of money. I'm not getting paid enough.
Not getting paid
Wipes
enough.
tears with his $100 bills.
These are useless.
This is useless tender in this realm. And he's gonna go through. Before Parson's gonna go over to where Lux is. I see you have some friends here.
Yes, I do.
I was already given suggestion by your party's leader that'd be best for these little critters to stay in the custody of the Emerald Enclave for the time being.
I agree. I have already told them the news.
Good. Told them.
I'm just smiling at him.
If you can tell them that transportation will be coming in short time to take them to somewhere safe.
I will crouch down and then in primordial to the macaque, I will relay that information.
And then there's going to be a chatter of elements, just like talking back and forth with each other, Where are we going? Is there going to be food there? It's stuffy in here. You're literally a rock.
I'm just imagining Detective Collins looking at me like, what the fuck?
Literally, like, I don't have time for this. And it will lastly go to Percival.
Oh.
Well done, Percival. You had one surrender.
Yes. For reasons I don't really understand, but easier for you to take and question.
Well, first, probably best take off that stupid mask. He takes it off, and Percival, he looks a lot like you. But like Alfie will get this, but like in the Jason Todd post Lazarus Pit kind of way.
I do get it.
He looks like you, but scruffier, more damaged. He's got like a white streak in his hair and a nasty scar going from the top of his forehead straight down through his eyebrow and coming down to the bottom of his chin.
Mm.
I'm just gonna stare at him like,
Hit me out.
I am not hearing you out.
What is she saying?
He
this to
called
now?
me cousin.
Oh,
I'm not hearing you out.
freak.
Well,
He will
this
just
is-
like stare.
Well, we might see why he surrendered. Valentine, we've wondered where he'd gone off to. What a shitty family reunion. He's gonna go up and like handcuff Valentine is his name in the back. In the meanwhile, Valentine's not paying any attention to Sergeant Cat. Is mainly just looking at Percival.
And he's looking back and doesn't know what to say or do.
And you can see Valentine's just like looking with intense, he's smiling. In this moment, like he almost looks smug, pleased. It's a genuine like happiness to see you. Alrighty, Valentine, we'll get you a nice. Who am I kidding? Your cell's not going to be nice. And I'm sure you two will have a lot to talk about later on. Isn't take Valentine. And you can see the sword you still have in your custody, yeah?
Yes. I do. Yes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And you can choose. It is a sort of. It is magical in nature. You don't know what it is, but it is magical in nature. A good identify spell will take care of that. But that's not for here. And he's going to take Valentine out. And you can see. Well, everybody can see. If unless Parcel's going to come with. That all the guards that are here. As Valentine's being paraded out to the police carriage, are sitting there clapping and laughing at him. As this is an individual, they are very happy to have found and to have been subdued.
Percival doesn't say anything. He just watches in silence.
And before fully on leaving, Detective Collins is gonna whisper or say to Scathe, it's gonna be about 24 hours to get everything booked, have questioning, write everything down. Gonna roll his eyes, paperwork. we'll make sure that by the night's end, we get your, and, like, looks over to the little elementals, your friends safely to the Emerald Enclave. Lastly, I do need to ask. He did a really amazing job of keeping everybody subdued non-lethally. For paperwork, do you know of any casualties at all?
No, but a couple got away. Well, does Skaith know about that?
I think he'd be saying it loud enough to the crowd that everybody can hear it.
Which of us
'Cause-
know that the guy died?
I mean, if you were inside that building, the sounds of screaming,
Oh, yeah,
splashing, and then
that's-
silence.
That's true. I probably would have known.
Especially
Actually-
Lux, if you can hear just bee speech, is here lunch, lunch, lunch. He tastes
Yeah.
gross. I'm still gonna eat him.
There was one casualty.
More than one.
Huh?
There's bodies in the water.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bodies in
forgot
the
about those
water.
ones. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, with I
There's
mean,
a lot
they're
of sharks in that water.
yeah, but these are like at least a couple weeks old. I don't think sharks are gonna touch it.
Well, and he's gonna hand off Valentine to one of the other guards. Can he point me to where these bodies are?
Skaith is gonna like, without looking in that direction, point back towards the dock on the outside.
10-4. And as far as the casualty, any indication? And it's kind of like looking around the building space.
She's gonna just point towards the direction of the window that he had jumped out. That's where he left from.
Huh. And if all of you were like to do like the comical thing where you peek out the window and look down, you can just see shark fins still spinning, water is red and calm, and just a foot is floating in the water.
There wasn't much we could do about that one.
No, that was his folly. I'll put it down. Natural causes. Don't swim in a bay of reef sharks.
That's brutal.
What's even more brutal is that in natural causes, Lux told the sharks not let anybody leave.
Oh shit, Lex technically killed him.
The others don't know that.
Nobody knows that though. Oh my god.
I'd love to see it. And as for the other bodies, and if you guys are gonna go out there, all look down in the same spot where you found them, like chained to large stones. What's this? A message to who? Well, they'll have to be exhumed and identified. Huh. With great care. Unfortunately, these speak with dead will. I hate that spell, but we must, we must. I prefer it if we can just let the dead lay dead. Everybody deserves their 6 feet in peace, same as everybody else. But if it can't be helped, it can't be helped. That's going to take more than 24 hours.
What do you mean?
Well, just delicately trying to get them out of the bay, transporting them, and then finding the necessary components, as slim as they might be, to cast the spell. But we'll do our best for them to get They're just the same as everyone else.
Let us know if you get anything from it.
Absolutely. Well, seems like you lot have deserved some well-due rest. Give us
Yeah.
24 hours and we'll be in touch. And if I haven't before, you're the leader. Gives you a standing stone directly contacting between Detective Cat and you. If anything, if any news pops up, anything you can tell us to help further this investigation, we'd be much appreciative.
Skaith is very confused. Don't we already have one with him?
One was given to well, I guess you did have one, but now you're given another one. So just
Bonus sending stone. Let's go.
bonus sending stones.
We'll leave one with Tom Shorty.
Well, if you guys don't need anything else, we're just gonna wrap everything up here. By wrap up, I mean until morning, document every crate in this building. And I've noticed these crates don't have any fucking labels, so that's fun.
Oh, they do.
What?
Looking at the boxes.
Every crate is labeled. It says it right here, and I'm gonna point to one of the boxes, and for everybody else it says nothing. Because I have the see invisibility still going.
Wait,
You schizo
What?
as well.
you can see. Can you read them?
It's because the flower I ate earlier.
You ate a flower. Okay. Can you read them to everyone else? Or to Collins
yeah.
at least? And I gave him a piece of paper. Can you read that too? Just to be safe.
Can I look over the paper and see if there's invisible ink?
Actually, on the back of it, there is some sort of it's like a drawing, like a rudimentary map. Oh wait, no, none of that one. Scratch that. Oops, spoilers. You gave him the manifest to the lady, Lord and Lady. Nope, there's nothing on that one. There's nothing on that one.
Okay.
I was gonna make him read the other one anyways. Just not here.
Well, if you can get back to the house within, I believe, an hour.
Yeah.
It only lasts an hour.
Okay.
Then we can go through there, but that means you gotta wrap everything up here quickly. Ha ha ha.
But I will tell all of the things on the boxes. I will relay all of them.
And as you go through, a lot of it is for like stash houses, just other places that seem to be drop locations, right? Because who's stupid enough in the criminal underworld, like your rich fucks are not, to actually give your home address, except for the
Castellanters.
The Castellanters, and also one thing that I'm sure is gonna piss everybody off is on one of the boxes. It's small, and as you unlock it and open it up, it is another elemental, but a tiny. We're talking about like 8-foot tall little ice penguin.
No.
And who is he being sent to?
8 foot tall.
8-inch tall. Sorry, 8-inch tall.
Oh yeah, dude, you're like tiny.
It's tiny, 8 feet tall.
8 feet. No, sorry, 8-inch tall. Little elemental penguin made of ice. And who is he being sent to? Cletus von Wamper.
Wait.
Cletus.
His name is
Womper.
Cletus?
Cletus.
Forgot about that.
Come on, please. I don't know where
Did
the
you think of
clitoris
that?
is.
Did you think of that after we said the Cletus joke?
No, we said
That
no,
was
this joke
his
from
name.
like a while ago. Because
Yeah,
remember we
that
came
was-
up with this first time on the spot, like
Right.
when we did the ball episode.
I remember the Womper thing. I don't remember his name being Cletus.
Yeah, we met him at the ball.
That's
The
cool.
I
gala.
remember that. Oh my god, I made fun of him because his name was
That makes one of us.
Cletus. Yeah.
Yeah, remember I got caught in like 4K, or I'm like I had to think of a name that just is really fucking stupid and shitty. Let's go with Cletus.
Oh wait.
And then we were
was it
making fun
the-
of it, and we were like, "Hey, and also, Tall Tail Dice, we don't hate anybody named Cletus." And you're like, "No,
Yeah.
didn't you literally just say you need to find a name that's stupid and shitty?" I'm like, "Oh no,
Wait, is it the? It's not the emo guy.
No, it's
no,
his dad.
it's his dad."
Oh, I missed the emo guy. He was fun to bully.
Yeah, he was.
What the fuck?
Me
was his
reminiscing
name?
about high school.
I
on,
just
let me-
remember
let me
that every
find it.
time I saw him, I thought of My Chemical Romance.
Oh, it was
I'm being so real.
Jethro.
I kept thinking of
Jethro.
JoJo from fucking Horton Hears a Who.
It was
Yes, but he
Jethro
called-
Womper.
But he called himself like the aberrant tempest.
Yeah,
or
and
something
then
like that.
and then Duke Womper, Cletus von Womper. I have it from session 12.
Duke Cletus von Womper.
Duke Cletus von Womper.
That's who this little penguin was going to, and he's just a little guy, and he's walking around. Let's go ahead and say like he's like 8-inch tall. He looks like a macaroni penguin. If y'all
I
know what that
will-
is, like a rock hopper.
I love
No.
macaroni penguins. They're adorable.
They got,
but
like,
I will-
like feathers and-
Macaroni penguins? That's a
Yeah.
fucking thing.
yeah, they have
That's-
little they have little yellow hairs
Oh.
that come off of like their temples.
They have
and it's
eyebrows.
So
They
cute.
have
Oh,
eyebrows.
the
It's so
stupid
fucking
looking one
cute.
from Happy Feet. That had,
Yes,
like, the
actually,
Hispanic
yes.
accent. I love him. He's so
Lovelace.
stupid. He's so stupid looking.
We love Robin Williams in this house.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I will relay that it's to Von Womper. To Detective College.
Good. We need more evidence on this cuck. I
God.
fucking hate this guy.
Fucking you're on my wife. I fucking kill my wife.
The class of 09 quote.
I love Class
Oh,
09.
tinnitus.
I got a Nicole. What's tinnitus? Tinnitus will be the nightest that
What the fuck? Cause tinnitus will be the nightest that I will fall for is.
Dude,
Is this real life?
I
Like,
had it
that was-
ringing in my left ear,
I
and so I
love
just went, tinnitus. Tinnitus will be the nightest that I fall for you.
Oh my god. Somebody make a cover of that.
What a great fucking.
If you weren't diagnosed with ADHD, you are now.
I'm diagnosing you.
I diagnosed the ADHD.
Like with the
I-
sword, like you're
Yeah,
knighting
the sword
her.
over the shoulders.
I
That's
Woo
crazy.
Cruiser
funny.
has
Hear me
done
out.
Night Thee. What the fuck was he doing? Anyway,
The
But
ringing
we're
is
talking
gone,
about
so
the
we may
cock.
presume.
you're talking
It's
about
no
the
longer
guy.
tinnitus.
I hate this. Lieutenant Collins hates this guy. And gonna continue to move through space. Everything's kind of been identified. The chests over in this area are emptied. The Githyanki, with the exception of the 2 papers that were dropped, one the letter that Skaith has, and the other being the manifest that's going to the Castellanters. There's no papers. And then all the papers actually here in the office are written in code that even thieves can't identify. It's very spooky and secret. There is, however, a chest here, a chest here, all of which are full of 300 platinum each. So they have money. Along with an entire, the good thing nothing bad happened here, because you know those alchemist fire bombs?
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
There's a stack of them, all these little blue dots.
Oh god.
So that's fun. But as Detective Collins said, everything here is going to be bagged, tagged, and run through the bureaucracy of the city guard to get
Fucking
everything.
capitalists.
Fucking capitalist scum. Nah, but everything's got to be. Everything's got to be booked. Fingerprints. It's gonna be a long night for the city guard of Waterdeep. And you guys have been given reign to leave and go about your evening as
Steve
you
is
want
gonna
to.
grab Lux.
Eek!
Whisker gonna go
Mhm.
home and pass out because he used too much
Hey.
brain power.
On
You
God,
did
though.
really good today.
That was
though.
cool as fuck, though. I enjoyed the score.
Go back to back
in,
intimidations.
I enjoyed
Simba
Sentient
talking
Wisgore.
to each other. That was sick as
Dude, on
fuck.
God.
Well, not just that. When Wisgore was like threatening the guy like with fire magic with the room full of gunpowder.
Oh, that was
that
sick
was
as
so
fuck.
cool.
fucking choice.
That was sick. Give
I'm-
me
yeah, I'm
Lucy
pretty cool.
Cordelia. Now AFK journey.
It will never happen again.
It will happen again in another 29 episodes.
Dude, yeah, another 29 episodes. Are gonna be like, you know what?
It's about time. It's about that time.
I feel like threatening a man's life. Yeah.
His one brain cell is the old DVD logo. Every 29 episodes, it hits the corner.
Yeah, dude. It's the most satisfying thing when it happens, dude.
Yeah.
My brain just keeps going. Tonight will be the
But what
night that I fall for you.
What did Skaith want with Lux?
Hey, buddy. I need you for a minute. And she's gonna, like, drag him back to the tavern.
It's a long walk.
Okay, so we're doing we're shifting maps now. Back to
How
tavern.
long is the walk
Yeah.
to the tavern?
It's gonna be like what did we say? Because it would take a
20
minute.
minutes.
It took like almost all day, I think. We were saying.
It
was
took
far.
20 minutes for the cops to fly here. And I believe
Yeah.
we're more north.
You'd have to be sprinting, or like you can hail a cab.
Don't we have the broom?
That
You can
can't
use it
carry
for flying.
everyone,
To what woman?
though. That would not carry everyone, though.
Bye.
Alright. Skaven's gonna try to duck behind a building with Lux then.
Okay. Easy enough. You go outside, go back the way you came. It's the dock ward. It's a lot of dark alleys here.
We're just gonna go into a
If you're
dark
trying to
alley.
be stealthy,
Unless you're gonna argue with me about it, Lumen.
No, if you're pulling him, he's probably just gonna go along with
He's
it.
just gonna come
Okay.
along.
so go ahead.
You're like,
and
I need
do-
to talk with you, and he's like, okay.
And
Okay.
if you're trying to be sneaky about it, go ahead and give me a group stealth check for you two. 2 stealth checks. Mainly
I'm
so
not.
like
I'm not being sneaky.
okay. So
I'm
Skaith,
being
give me
sneaky.
a stealth check. And because Lux is not going to be sneaky, it's going to be the DC is going to be a little bit higher. As
14
exactly.
plus 9. That's
Walks into a dark alley.
23.
Why are you bringing me in the dark alley?
You said 20, you see 20. You see 20. You said 23.
20. Yeah.
Okay. And Endeavor did roll a 25 from perception, so he would see you pull Lux into the dark alley, and Endeavor can do with that whatever Endeavor wants. But you do pull.
A gun.
You
Just gonna
sneaky
sigh
as you
and nod
can.
my head.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wait, wrong thing.
No.
Wait.
I'm gonna let that rumor live on in my head for a little bit.
Who's gonna tell Gadai? Oh no.
Nobody.
We're,
Well,
no.
fun fact about that.
You know that one Mitski song? Nobody, nobody,
Nobody.
nobody,
Skaters- oh.
nobody. I'm sorry.
Nobody.
Buddy,
Okay,
nobody.
Pee-wee.
Stop.
Skaven's gonna pull the other like letter out of her like pocket. What does the back of this say? Or Not the back. What does the letter say? I'm not awake.
Can I
I've had
read
5
the
hours.
letter?
Andy.
The letter in common in the front part, essentially like what I said above board.
Yeah.
It's basically saying that is the representatives of Xanathar are not happy. They've organized a moot for the criminal organizations to all meet up, including the
Get though.
Sergeant
Sticky.
Cat.
Sorry, that's my
Sergeant
stomach.
Cat.
What though?
Your stomach. That's crazy. Along with the guild of the forked tongue image,
Get though.
and that all the major players are going to be there, and that's gonna happen. But on the back of it, shining through, illusionary script is basically showing like a map of like the sewers and where the location's going to be.
It looks like there's a meeting that's gonna happen. That's
Well,
what it says on here.
I read that. Is there anything else?
Oh, there's a map.
There's a map.
Yeah, right here. I'm gonna like point to nothing. It says
Can
they're
you-
gonna have the meeting right here. Like you can't
she's
see
gonna
anything.
rummage into her bag really quickly. Do I have it with me? Shit. And she's gonna like rummage. I had it somewhere. Oh, here it is. And she's gonna pull out one of the like magical quills that she has with the no pen, no paper ink.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna hand it to Lux. Can you draw it?
Sure. Can I just trace it on the on the back of the paper?
Oh, absolutely. But like, you're using the like the ink that like you can just write it like in air, or you're
Mhm.
trying to like just trace. Okay, so so it's not gonna. You don't want him to trace it on Lux trace it on the paper, but like in 3D space, right?
He can do whatever he wants.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
doing it on.
And he
I'm-
doesn't. Yeah.
he has no clue that he could do it in air, so he's doing it on the paper.
Oh, what a waste of magic.
Sorry, Roots. We also have the invisible ink one, so it's, they'll come in handy.
I trace over it in invisible ink.
See, it's right there.
See, it's
She
right
looks at
there.
it. There's nothing there, Lux.
This might
I
actually suck
just
for him.
drew it.
Oh my god, we could have done that.
Why would
That
we
would
do
have been
that?
so much smarter. Because you can hold it over. Because then it keeps the message secret still, and then you hold it
then
over
no one
fire
can
to see
read
it.
Mhm.
You hold it over fire.
Why would we do that?
You hold it in front of a light. It would keep it secret. Hello?
Dude,
Dude, I'm gonna tilt right now. I'm gonna tilt so
fucking that
hard.
was just
No,
awesome.
I was honestly in that moment,
Why
like,
would
you
you
know,
do that?
the no, I was like, you want to use that ink? Okay. You
That's
have...
why you did that, dude.
We should do that. Why would we do that?
I love that we're just making fun of writing it in invisible ink. Then it's like, oh, we should do that. Why?
Just instantaneously, why would we do that?
No, but like the invisible ink is the ink that she bought. You can write it in invisible ink, and if you like held it over a fire, you can see the ink through it.
Yeah, so
Only
then we
by
would
flame.
still know what it is. Fuck.
But
Why
she used
did I
the
not
other
think
one.
of this?
We love to see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake it. Anyways, do I recognize where this is, Roots?
You recognize the fact that it is a map of the sewers. It goes probably like a quarter, like the map itself from the big chamber that's pointing to where the moot's going to be. That chamber is probably, I want to say, like a mile and a half, 2 miles of from your space down there, or at least your guild space in terms of subterranean mapping. But it is a big big chamber, and you would know this spot just from like mappings and working out everything that's underneath. It is the collapsed Parliament Hall of old Waterdeep. Because Waterdeep has been felled and rebuilt on top of each other, on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
But this Parliament Hall, to your knowledge, the last time it was used was when, it was a long time ago, it's when Xanathar said, okay, I'm the big boss. We all make money, don't fuck with me. I am the crime lord of Waterdeep. That's the last time it was used.
Hey, Lux.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think on this a little bit. Wait, is there a date on this?
Yeah. It would be 3 days from now.
Okay.
Specifically, it would happen like at night. It happens like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Let's think on this a little bit, and then we can figure out how we're going to tell the rest of the group. Okay?
Okay.
Also, thanks for helping me. And she's gonna like shove it back into her like pocket. We can figure this out when we're all awake and not. And she's just gonna look exhausted. Like
Sleep does sound quite nice right now.
it does. She's just gonna like come out from the alley and then like start walking towards the tavern.
I forgot Lux also at this point has like smudged red blood on his face.
Yeah. He's just covered in blood and on his like mouth.
She's gonna like look at him and be like, "You need to." She's gonna gesture to her mouth, and like as if she was gonna clean it.
I
Like
don't want to
her
clean your
mouth?
mouth.
No, your face. You're covered in blood.
He like looks down. Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay.
not good. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast
Um,
prestidigitation and clean myself.
Excellent.
And now I smell nice too.
Hell yeah. And you all make your way back to y'all's tavern. Go ahead and move this map here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Peek.
And you'll all find that because we did a goofy little thing to kind of help everybody see the map, there's no colliders anymore. You guys can just like move through everything.
Let's fucking go.
Huzzah!
Alrighty,
Alright.
as you all go in, go ahead and RP amongst yourselves for a second. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Parzival says nothing. He goes straight into the kitchen.
Understandable. I'm gonna go over here up to Skith.
I'm gonna go straight into the kitchen, but because the phoenix egg is there and I want it.
You're like,
and I go
would
in there
like
to
it
grab
back.
it, and then I come back out, and I don't give a fuck what they're talking about.
And Wizgore is going to stand here, then just fall back on the table, breaking everything, just fall asleep.
I don't
Understand.
know why, I just imagined the fucking Steven Universe thing with like the and Steven, but it's just and Wizgore.
That's so good. Tall Tale Dice, but in the Steven Universe art style. Dog.
That would actually be so cute.
That would be
I could
kinda
do
cute.
that.
Or do
1000%. I need to finish. I'm actually almost done with these emotes. I just gotta color them and then
Hey
I'm
yo.
done.
Oh
with the
right, you're doing
mission.
emotes for the Twitch.
Yeah, I got $200 for it. I'm really excited.
Different-
Money.
Not for the Twitch, that's
Yeah.
for somebody else. That's a commission.
For my commitment.
We do not have
No.
that kind of money.
Aren't we supposed to be role playing still?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I heard money.
I can't roleplay without boots.
That's fine.
It's okay, guys. I'll be the dungeon master. So Schmarky, how do you want your heart attack to go?
Hello?
Well, more like a panic attack. He's kind of having.
You feel it starting in
as
your
you sit there, you
hands.
start to sweat.
Who's starting to sweat?
I am.
What happened?
You were
Parsival
gone. I became
walked
the
into the
DM for a
tavern and
second.
immediately went to the kitchen to go talk to Tom.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's panicked.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no, everybody's been discording me. Please tell me when you discord.
I didn't Discord. You're fine.
Okay, that's taken care of. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Very nice.
We need to have an emote that's just Tom Shorty mentioned.
Tom Shorty mentioned.
I'll do so what I'm thinking for the emotes, everyone that has been introduced is gonna at least get like one emote. At least
That
I
makes
want to
sense.
do Tom Shorty emotes.
Every like important person introduced.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Tom, like every time like food's on the table, we can have Tom Shorty with the chef's hat on. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
I could have Tom
Okay.
have like serve the big old steak that he makes. That he made that Kiara wanted and then Wizgord tried stealing. I could make that as well.
I feel like that'd
Like,
be pretty cute.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely do the clown emote for Wizgord because it'll fit too well. Yeah.
After stream, we can talk about the other ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right, gang.
Arr, 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 arr.
If for those of you just joining us, we're affiliate now. Yippee! Now we get emotes and shit.
Have you ever heard
Very
of
cool.
Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime. What does it got to do with Twitch?
Free subs every month.
Free subs. Why are you saying it like this is a meat gaming cartoon? Am I a real boy, Papa?
I get a
My
free
real
sub every month.
Oh fuck, Alpha, you did that too well. Oh my god.
I'm so
must get-
lonely.
Super Flash, Papa.
I must watch the Flash, Papa.
Hmm.
Don't take this.
All right, but who's doing stuff? I don't know.
Stop rumbling
Yeah.
my eardrums.
You like it?
All right, so you walk in. Parsival darts into the back where Tom Shorty in the kitchen. At this part of the night, I think Tom Shorty he'd be Betty Pie.
He doesn't care. He's bursting into the room.
Was Tom Shorty ever given a bed upstairs?
No, it's downstairs.
No, it's
It-
downstairs.
So in the tavern that Jay recreated, his bed is in here. He's
Mhm.
in the
Put
back.
his bed in the supply room with the potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
I think it
You wanted it
fits.
there?
Okay. If that's where he wants to be. So yeah, you bust in the room with Tom Shorty, where he's sleeping.
Tommy, wake the fuck up. I need you right now.
Well, hell. Do we want to bring Gaiona in on this, or shall I be Tom Shorty?
I can do it.
Busy.
Gaiona. Bring Gaiona in.
He normally has D&D at the same time, so I don't know if he's.
Currently, he's
available.
playing Roblox.
Yeah, he's. I think he's busy.
I looked into a server I'm in with him, and he's playing Roblox right now.
That's okay.
You
Tom
love to
Shorty's.
see it.
I won't RP talk for Tom Shorty a lot because it's not my character. I want to make sure he's given the utmost respect. But Tom Shorty is going to shoot up, and as like you're looking panicked, he immediately like goes for his weapon and thinks that somebody's here trying to hurt everybody.
Hold on. I just messaged Guy saying Tom Shorty mentioned. He's like, wait.
Oh,
There he is.
oh my god. So,
Oh,
the context, Guyona. Hi, Guyona. Hi, Tom Shorty. Hi.
One of Tom
Hi,
Shorty's
hi.
facts also just popped on screen. You joined.
Santa Claus, man, ho ho ho, Saint Nick.
We love to
Oh,
see it.
I thought he said
Oh.
something else, dude.
For
He said Saint
context,
Nick.
for context
Yeah.
of Tom Shorty being mentioned, the party just got back to the tavern after things happened. Parsival is shooketh. Parsival waited for everybody to get back, didn't say anything, busted into the kitchen where Tom Shorty usually is cooking, but it's really late, so he's asleep. And I guess your bed is in the supply room next. So Parsival bursts in there and wakes you up.
Tom is immediately startled. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, Pars, what the fuck, man?
I'm very sorry, my friend. And you can visibly see him panicking. And you notice the one major factor of him when he panics in his eyes.
Tom is immediately stand up and ruffle his hair so his hair will fall over his face.
We went out to fight people, and there was someone there who recognized me and said they were my cousin.
Your cousin? Who? What?
They looked like, and he gestured to himself, me. But I don't know them. I don't know what to do. If he asks me questions, I don't know how to answer.
All right. Fuck. This is a new one.
Do one for me, my friend. And he just like sits on your bed and just puts his face in his hands. He's being taken to the police station right now. He's apparently not a good guy. I don't know him. He called me his cousin, but I don't know him.
Tom is just gonna sit down next to Parzival, and the next thing he feels is just his bed just on the floor. It just like it just lowers as Tom puts his hand on Parzival's back. It's like, if that is the case, he will most likely ask for you. The only thing you can do is just make sure the party doesn't come with.
What if because Keith is the leader or something? She might want to come with. How do I convince her not to? I don't know what to do.
Fuck. Oh. Yeah, she's stubborn.
Starting to get that.
I can do what I do best and just build a kitchen of food and distract him with lunches while you sneak out.
They said they will probably be ready by tomorrow. So I guess I have a night to think things over.
Hey man. This is, I know this is like a very spur at the moment thing with everything that's happening. But no, I got your back no matter what.
He just looks up at you and just smiles.
You've been pushing past everything for since I've met you. You got this, buddy. And you know, if anything happens as well, you can always pull me along as well. Cooking can wait a little bit.
Thanks. Oh, I'll probably come back to you tomorrow if I do have to go in and be asked questions.
Of course.
Can I sit with you for a bit? I don't think I'm ready to go out and be seen.
Take as much time as you like.
Thank-
My room is your room also. Use it as whatever you please.
Can I ask for something slightly inconvenient, but I feel like you still might enjoy?
Of course.
Could you make some of your, tarts? They usually calm me.
Tom is gonna put both hands on Parzival's shoulders and just look at him. I thought you never ask, and immediately gets up and starts cooking.
Hell yeah.
Lay down on the bed and just stare at the wall.
As you stare at the wall, the light moves within space. Obviously, like through the open door, you can see the now roaring oven and fireplaces. Tom Shorty goes to making his famous tarts, and the light dances on the wall, casting shadows that some seem like images, almost like a person changing into something else, then something else, and something else. You can hear the sounds of carts and everything move on the outside as rain comes down this evening.
He grimaces at the shapes changing on the wall and turns to not see them.
Meanwhile, out in the tavern proper, the smell now, after sitting for a non-disclosed amount of time, you can hear the sound of dishes clinking, knives chopping, fresh smells of pastries and bread being made. And also you can see that there has been delivery of the cases of wine.
Ooh.
That are now behind the bar. Also, Tom Shorty would notice that there's a bunch more fresh veggies also delivered from Tully's kitchen.
Yeah, we're making connections.
What is the name on the wine for me above table? What is...
Fuck, I did say the
Is-
name of the vineyard.
I'm looking. I think I might have it somewhere. Maybe.
Okay, so it's not what I'm thinking then.
It's definitely not going to say Charlemagne.
Tully's garden is the vegetables. Nona's vineyard.
Nona's
South
vineyard.
of the castle ward.
Would Tom Shorty immediately recognize the veggies and stuff and where they came from?
Oh yeah. They come from a specific part of the neighborhood. They're all freshly grown. A lot of it is by a private garden. The people who run the garden and also the veggie stall, there are a couple. There's a tiefling, Tali, and a halfling. His name is George. They're nice. There's definitely stoners. They like to experiment with herbs and different things.
Tom would just look at the produce. It's like, Tally and George, I'll have to send them a thank you letter at some point, and just takes them and puts them in the back where he can store them properly.
Hell yeah. And I believe the wine that you guys got were some Zinfandels. I'm sure it's tasty, above board. I can't drink wine, it'll kill me.
I just don't like wine.
I love wine.
I don't like sand.
I don't like
Me
sand.
Of course, rough, it gets everywhere.
Irritating. Gets everywhere.
Anyway, what's everybody else doing?
Whiskers asleep.
Does
I'm
Gordy go upstairs to
chilling
sleep,
at the
or are you
bar.
going
No, I slammed into the table and I went to sleep.
just walk, walk?
He RKO'd the table and just went.
Huh?
Me, 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 me.
What?
Just honk shoeing on the ground there.
Lux would have went to bed because he's spent.
Hell yeah.
I'm chilling at the bar.
Hell yeah. Chilling at the bar with
Yeah.
with Skype.
Yep, skating fluffy.
Endeavor, are you also going to sleep?
Yeah.
Swagadelic.
I love that.
Mathematical.
Mathematical.
Radical, bruh.
I would say, like, as you go up, we'll move quickly. Move maps over to the upstairs. That also should have no walls on it, hopefully. Go and put yourself there. And as you guys go upstairs, Lux, as you're moving through, you can't help but hear this sound of like loud, raunchous, like radio static coming from a room down the way.
I would go to investigate.
Did anybody lock Yasara's door?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Oh, I heard a yeah.
Skate had to lock all the doors
you
because Whiskor
actually?
kept trying to get into people's rooms.
That wouldn't stop me though.
Skate doesn't know that. So she would think locking it
So,
works.
yeah. So Lux, you go over to that room and you move the handle. The door, it's locked. And you hear the sound of shadow, or the sound of static.
Autobots roll out.
Autobots roll out. And you look on the ground, and the candles are lit in there, and you swear you see, like, shadows being casted as somebody. You can't hear any footprints, but, like, the lights in the shadows saying that somebody's pacing in that room.
Oh.
What about a veggie bottle?
Yeah, what was that? Was that egg?
Hmm? What?
Was that you on TikTok?
No?
Oh yeah.
No. I'm keeping my phone on my bed. It's charging.
Good.
I don't think there's a way for me to get into this room with it being locked.
Unless
I would
you-
say if you guys are going to bed, Endeavor would be coming up the same time you were. You would be.
I would turn to Endeavor then. Kind of like take a couple steps and kind of like slightly whisper and be like, "Who lives in this room? 'Cause they're in there. I didn't know somebody was here."
Endeavor.
What? I want to sleep.
They,
He literally just talked to you.
What?
there's somebody in this room. I don't know who stays here, but there's somebody in there.
Why are you telling me?
Oh,
Because it's the only one in.
'Cause you're the closest person to me.
Hello?
Hello.
You're the closest person to me. Boo.
Should I go tell the others instead?
Go get the others. I'll look into it.
Okay. I will
I
walk
have
down
to
the stairs.
Squeeze past.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let me go ahead.
I
And
can
get your
walk
guy
between your legs.
I have to crab walk down this damn hallway because I'm not playing for anybody my size.
And yeah, you look like and the
like
lights on
squatting.
inside. You hear the sound of radio static in there, and like I said before, you can see, you hear nothing but radio static. But with the way the light's moving, it's like you can see it casts a shadow, and it looks like somebody's pacing back and forth.
Oh. So, question. His door, does it go all the way to the ground, or is there a gap?
Each door will have like a little gap in there.
Is there a keyhole?
Yeah.
So if I put my eye to the keyhole, would I be able to see through the keyhole?
Absolutely. And if you were to look through the keyhole,
is that a perception or?
In this sense, give me a sanity.
Oh no.
Oh?
That's just a D20, isn't it?
It's a D20, and we'll go ahead and give you, like, say your modifier is a +1.
Wag. So I got 16, so +1 would be 17.
So a 16, as you look through the peephole, your brain doesn't freak out or melt, kind of, as you can see, like, the light in this space is pulling in onto itself. And there's just a mass of, like, darkness. And the darkness looks like somebody completely wrapped up in, like, bandages and is pacing.
Are they humanoid?
They are walking on 2 feet, though their movement patterns would betray the fact that they're not moving like a person would. The movements are jagged. Sometimes the hand and wrist, from the wrist, kind of spins around in place. It's very disturbing.
So hold person wouldn't work.
No. Oh.
Guy in the book.
Anna
Okay,
did a
nice.
really good job though. The role playing, that was really nice. Good job, Wim. I'm proud of you, brother.
Yeah, yippee.
Okay. Oh. Can I? What is it doing? Is it looking at the radio?
It's pacing back and forth, looking at the radio. And I would beg to ask if through the static only a couple things come out, lost in the semblance of the dark space, in about a second, what would we hear from Kisara?
Oh god.
Yeah, dude.
You're just a split second of
Or like in a fragmented sentence, as the static is
Ow.
going through different frequencies, like broken up. Like what would we hear of our dearly departed?
My glasses.
I
Where are they?
You would
I can't
probably
see without my
hear
glasses.
just the sentence, or not even the sentence, the fragment of the sentence, and you would just hear him say, the king.
Just say
And that is it.
And
Like, it
as
would
you
be
hear
like
this-
some muffled sounds and then the king.
And what would your Kisara's like voice? What's the mood? What's it giving? What's Kisara giving right now?
Reassuring, but it sounds like more to himself.
Gotcha. So kind of lost and panicked,
Yes.
coming like holding.
Definitely, like, it sounds like someone when they're manic talking to themselves.
Gotcha. That's terrifying.
there like therapy in this world? I feel like I'm gonna need it.
And
Hey,
as
that's
this is happening,
Oh,
Lux is
God.
gone. As this is happening, Lux has gone downstairs.
Lux's little pretty legs need to move faster.
And Lux is.
I would
Lux
have
is now
went to
downstairs.
like halfway down the stairs to that like platform, and I would have been like, guys, there's somebody in a room up here. And I would like wait for them to come with me.
Fuck. And Skiva's gonna like pull a dagger out of her belt and start walking upstairs.
Hey, Woots.
Yeah.
Also,
Is he like standing right, like in front of the door?
Not right in front of the door. He's pacing in the middle of the room.
With it?
Here, I'll put Kisara on the map so you can see where he would be.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. The door's right there. Excellent. All right. So, I kicked the door off the hinges.
Hell yeah! Everybody comes up as you kick the door off the hinges.
Pog.
And as the door crashes, like literally, you kick the door, the light in its entire space, like a gasp of wind causes the candles to like flicker out for a second. There's a crash of thunder. And you kick the door into splinters as it cracks to the ground, and the room is empty.
what the fuck are you doing up here?
There was someone in that room over there.
Oh, did we forget to tell him that was Kisara's room?
I don't think the name of the room or the owner of the room would really apply since there was someone actually in the room.
Is there somebody in the room now?
Well, you see, it wasn't like a somebody. You know?
Excuse
Was
me.
it a
can I sneak by
ghost?
you?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Can I sneak by you?
By all means, go ahead.
She's gonna like kind of
Gotta
come
like
in
crawl
front
underneath
of
his legs.
Endeavor. Yeah, crawl under his legs. And then she's gonna send Fluffy in, like, just to look in the room since it's dark.
Well, it's
I
not
presume.
it's not dark anymore. The light just kind of
Okay, then
flickered
I'm-
out for a second before it was like choked, and the
Like
lights
a
are now back
paranormal
on.
event where lights like flicker out and then come back on.
Yeah, but like we don't have electricity in this world. But what's really interesting to you, Kiara,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry, Skaith. What's interesting to you, Skaith, is that the radio is on, the candles are lit, the beds that were made, the sheets are tossed aside.
It's a poltergeist, guys. We can go.
Mark it down. Mark it down.
There's no one. There's no one in here.
Yeah, so they were, and then they weren't.
Like a
I-
ghost?
Well, you see, this is the kicker, right? It sounded like Kisara. Now I'm gonna like retcon explaining exactly what was said because I might have forgotten what was already said in the exact words.
But what you heard of Kisara came from the radio, just so you know.
Oh.
Like the person that was in the room didn't look like Kisara.
Oh well, I'm gonna explain that then.
And you'll explain like the person that you saw was like
A
light choked in.
weird creature thing that was all like darkness and weirdness and
Like a
not
shadow
cool.
almost.
Here, I can send in mute what he's based on.
It was actually Blastoise.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, we could just go to therapy. And
I mean-
solve a lot of our problems.
Yeah, it looks like
I'm
that.
good. It looks like a tampon. I'm good.
That's the crazy thing to say.
You said the radio's still on?
Yes. And Endeavor probably would have also said that like Kisara's voice came from the radio. Does that make sense? Oh, and I guess we'll also say
Skaith
this
is-
the glasses are not where you left them. They're in the middle of the room on the floor.
Okay, Skaith is gonna pick up the glasses and put it back on the table. And then she's gonna kind of like look at the radio for like anything that might be weird, I guess.
It's just running through frequencies.
Okay, Skaith is probably just gonna try to turn it off then.
Yeah, it's easy enough to set that dial. The static goes away. The light inside the radio dims down. It is off.
I don't want to have to fix the door. She's gonna like turn around and look at Endeavor.
Yeah. It was like that when I got here.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
I left the door
Quiz-
locked.
Ask Quizcore.
Whisker isn't here.
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
I'm
Then-
gonna pick up the door and place it just kind of neatly into the slot. See?
How much does it cost to even fix a door like that?
Roots, I sent you a DM.
Oh, we love to hear that. So you place the door haphazardly back where the door should live.
Skaith is gonna kind of like go over to her room, and I guess probably just go into her room.
Hell yeah.
And once I passed you a note a while ago.
Yep. And
Okay.
before that, waiting in your room, your guy's gonna be there. We'll get proper effort, I promise. And he's sitting there in the chair in the corner. He looks tired, and he's holding a letter. And before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. It's 10:19. It's a proper time. We're going to go to the bathroom. We're going to get some snacks and jump back in. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back.
Yo.
Hello.
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 Hippie,
I was waiting for
we
Alpha
When
to
I was a
scream.
little boy,
Not you
When
doing
I
the
was
Kingpin.
I,
a young.
When
I
I was
was-
a boy.
I was 6 years old and I went to Disneyland for the only time in my life. And I learned of a roller coaster called California Screamin'.
Oh God.
That
Hmm?
roller coaster
Welcome
changed my
hometown
entire life, for I've
California.
never been that afraid ever again.
Didn't they change it to a Guardians of the Galaxy thing now?
Nope,
I
it's
have-
no. They changed the Tower of Terror to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
The
that's what
California
it was. Okay, yeah.
Screamin' is now the Incredicoaster. It's an Incredibles themed coaster.
My
Oh.
mother tried to get me to go on the Tower of Terror, and that was right after I had done California Screamin', and I was crying. And I
Oh,
was like,
God.
"No, mother, I don't think I will go on Towers of Terror."
I never did anything in California Adventure, but Disneyland,
What
I
the-
always did a bunch of stuff.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that made me jump. Oh, jump scare.
Whoop, jump scare.
Ow, jump scare.
Ah,
Come in.
hello?
Dude, I'd obviously tell him to come in.
I just love that it was just thunder. Come in.
Come in.
Bring her through
The ring.
Yeah.
The
I'm the
judgment call.
judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall.
Oh.
Alright, anyways.
Something.
I don't even have a door in that
Stop.
direction, and it scared me.
Lightning wield her.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wield her.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tall Tale Dice, Trials of the Unchosen, episode 29. Yippee! Spooky things just happened in the room of the dearly departed Kisara. Oh, Kisara, last name eludes me.
Primona.
Primona. They see you've been dead for 2 days and I forgot his name already. God, it has only been a few days, hasn't it?
It has only been a few days.
That's crazy. But some spooky shit was happening in his room. The radio was on. There was the shadowy figure, somebody pacing back and forth. And when it came to knocking the door down, the room was empty. Though it had been overturned in a way. The radio was on, the candles were lit, and Kisara's trademark glasses, now with a crack going down one of the lens.
R.I.P. my glasses. They ain't do nothing wrong.
Hello?
Oh, are we back?
Oh my god, that was awful.
I was like, man, stream's over.
Yeah, I was like,
No
hello?
way, we're continuing
Whoa.
with this
Was
thing
that
on
just
WhatsApp.
me and you, Alfie?
No,
was that
we
everyone else?
all
That was
had
everyone.
it was everyone.
That was everyone? Oh my god.
Everybody?
Discord, hello?
Okay.
Yeah,
Everybody
like
can hear me now,
Discord
right?
just like half went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's like that Verizon commercial from the early 2000s.
Yeah, you can hear me? No,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good now.
yeah.
Hear me now?
Morning.
Good. How
How
funny, but like how funny I'm talking about spooky shit and then electricity starts being weird.
The last thing I heard was his room being overturned.
Yeah.
His room tossed and overturned, and his trademark glasses with one lens having a crack going down the center rest not where it was placed last, but instead it was on the floor. Skate picked up the glasses, put them back where they should be in memorial. She turned off the radio, gave a finger wag to Endeavor, who haphazardly put the door back kind of where the door should live, before retiring in the direction of her room. And when she opens the door, Gadai sits in the corner, kind of slumped in the corner in a way, with a tired look on his face, holding a letter.
You know, most people usually like go to the front door when they want into my bed.
Where's the fun in that?
What's got you looking like that? She's gonna like sit down on her bed and start unlacing her boots.
I rendezvoused with the rest of the guild here in Waterdeep. Everything's under lock and key, though there are at least two.
Missing?
Yes,
Dead. They're dead.
for a fact, you know this.
She's gonna look at the door and then she's gonna like send Fluffy to sit like near the door crack and just look out for anybody's feet.
Foot fetish.
He's standing watch. Because they have a telepathic link.
Okay, peeping Tom.
Oh, crazy. Over at Warehouse 13, where we used to, they were in the water. The authorities know that they're in the water. They're gonna do whatever spell it is they use on the dead to get them to answer questions.
Well, that's not good.
I was gonna find you. They've been there for probably like 30 minutes. Maybe an hour. And then there's this. She's gonna like pull out the letter and like hand it to him.
He's gonna pull out a letter, identical, and hand it to you.
Where'd you find this one?
This was hand given to me. It appears, my dear, that our presence is required at this moot.
I don't have another scroll right now for, and you know how that is. I can go, but like I told Lux that we would tell them what we were doing because I didn't know that we would be required to be there.
If need be, I can go alone.
They're gonna recognize you.
Of course they're gonna recognize me.
And they're gonna want me to tell the authorities. Dad. Bad timing.
You know,
I love Joker, dude.
full well that to not make an appearance would give up our seat at the table.
And they're gonna expect me to be there.
Maybe make an excuse. You have a kit, maybe you can change your face. Whoever, need to be present. If this representative of Xanathar is telling the truth, we might be able to push whoever's encroaching in on our turf out.
He's gonna like nod. So I make an excuse. I disguise myself on the off chance that they show up. What then? What if this is a trap?
certainly not a trap for us. Or if it is a trap for us, then it must be a very, very clever trap to go under the nose of every reputable thieves guild in the city.
You've got a point.
In a perfect world, your friends shouldn't be anywhere near here.
Okay. It's at night, right?
Mainly, it'd be in everyone's best interest if they weren't in attendance. Everyone in the city knows who the Unchosen are. And there will be powerful people there. I know you care for them, and so, in that turn, so do I. If they were caught, there is no guaranteeing their safety.
Okay. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Only 3 days, right?
Only
No
3
pressure.
days. Also, where do you keep disappearing to?
Back and forth to the guild, mainly. Ears to the ground. Now that we know that both Caleb and Maisie are confirmed dead, everybody's got to keep their head on a swivel.
That's fair. I'm tired. This stuff is exhausting.
I can imagine. And he's gonna kind of hold his arms open.
She's gonna, like, walk towards him and just hug him. I should have never agreed to be party leader. This puts me at too many conflicts of interest.
I'd like to think that hindsight never helps anyone. We can only deal with what's in front of us. And so we'll do what we always do. We'll get through it. Yeah?
Yeah.
That is bold of you to do, though. And he kind of like, what's it called? Like a roguish smirk. Playing proper hero.
Yeah, shut up.
That's good.
Just just because I'm a rogue doesn't mean that I can't have morals. She's gonna, like, kind of like... What is the word? I don't know the word. Anyways.
Scoff?
They're kind of, yeah, but in a joking manner. It's a noise. I don't know.
There were a lot of jingly bells in that cart that just went by.
Yeah, there were.
I can imagine, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. People are like, shut up!
It's like one of those like beefed out cars drives by at 2 a.m. and you're like, dude, really?
Boom, 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 da 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 da, boom, boom, boom.
What if we trade me letters?
Trade.
We can redraw the map and direct them to a safer spot so they don't we could even set something up. I don't know. Just away from the main. I don't want them to get. I don't want them to end up like Aiden.
Aye. The red herring, then.
It'd be smart, and it wouldn't be unsuspected.
Aye. It's probably for the best, though. Might not want this one. It's literally to me. He's holding his letter.
Yeah, Joker. Can we forge one?
Oh, that shouldn't be too hard. Plain parchment.
This is why you're the mastermind. And then she's gonna grab out one of her pens that she had let Lux use, and then hand it to him to redraw the map.
I got this. Put your head on the pillow and get some rest. I'll be in shortly.
Okay. Good night. She's gonna like go to sleep and then, or like walk over, pick up Fluffy, and like scoop him up into her arms, and then like immediately go lay down.
And good die. Got a +6. Let's go ahead and sleight of hand. See if you can forge a thing. We love rolling dice.
Oh my god, our stats match.
And
We're
apparently,
married.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my
it's
god.
so cute. And also, apparently, the dice are in your favor because on my boba dice, he rolled a natural 20 + 6 for 26.
Hey,
Holy
yo.
shit.
That's a perfect
That's a
copy.
really good forgery.
Right, Joker? That's crazy.
On God, bro.
Stop screaming.
That's what my therapist tells me.
On God, bro.
Alrighty. So with that, Endeavor goes to bed. Lux and Kiara are there together.
I'm
Do you
not
think
scared
there's
to
a
go to bed.
ghost?
Yeah, I'm scared to go to bed alone, low key.
Ghosts are cool.
No, they're not. Okay, look. So before you were part of this, the party, when we found this, it was haunted and it was terrifying. So hearing that there might be, I don't know, a ghost in there is scary. I don't like that. Respectfully.
Do you want to go sit in the room?
No. No. No.
That's adorable.
No. I don't want to leave you alone in there. Why are you so white?
What? Oh my god!
What a
Conversation,
question.
but hello?
Oh my god.
Why?
Lack of melanin, that's why.
You fucking translucent bitch. Why?
Racist.
It's not racist.
Yes, it is.
I'm just scared. Okay. I will go in there with you. Because I do not want you to be in there alone. And I fear for you. Just know I am going to bolt with you and probably run over to your room if I hear the slightest sound of something paranormal.
I'm gonna look at her and then go, shh, with my finger up to my mouth and then start slowly walking over to the door. And then try to sneak my way into the door without knocking it off of its hinges again.
I'm
I
I
just
want to
gotta-
go
gonna be,
inside
like,
without the door falling
like,
over.
You know how like you walk when you're like terrified and like stiff, like walking like a nutcracker almost? That's how she's walking. She's walking like that with a white guy smile.
That's cute. I like that.
She know like.
You guys,
She
you
be
guys
for
are like
real.
literally like Scooby Doo.
It
Like,
is
I-
I
100%.
don't want to do it, man.
Bro
Like,
is the
man.
Velma to my Shaggy, bro. I do not want to be here. Let's go look super close. Like, no!
Oh god, you're like the Kevin
Why,
Ryan.
dude?
Talk me out of it.
Yeah.
Dude!
And now I assume at this point, like everybody turned the candles off, and everybody's going to bed, other than like the lights inside the respective rooms. It is dark, and as you move, the door, the creepiest of, as you kind of put it down, letting Kiara move into the space. The only space, or the only light coming into the space, is through the two windows, casting a shadow. And with all the dust in the air, it's giving like dancing particulates in the moonbeams.
I want to light the candles
Mhm.
so that we can see. Not for any like weird reason. I just want to be able to see.
I mean, I could light it myself, but yeah, I got you.
I mean, go for it if you want.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
And you go to like light the move over to like the candles, and there's a flash.
The lightning.
The lightning! And you light the candles, and the room illuminates with warm red and yellow light.
Mm.
I'm just gonna like kind of look around the room a little bit because it's the first time I've been in here.
I am staring around the walls, like bug-eyed, terrified. You know Bugsy, the guinea pig from Bedtime Stories or whatever the fuck it is with Adam Sandler? That's how I look.
Oh my god, I forgot about that movie. Oh my
I
god.
love that movie.
That's a
so
reference,
much.
damn.
I love that
That's
movie.
a
so
deep
much.
cut.
Bedtime Stories.
Yeah, I love that movie. But yeah, that's how I look. My eyes are bulged out. I look like Alfie's model right now, basically. But just the eyes. Yeah. Do you want to do anything else, or are we just gonna sit here in this room?
Here, move out of the way.
I
I'm gonna walk up. I want to poke the radio because I knew it was making noise before, but I have no clue how to work it.
What?
You poke, just poke it.
Yeah, just kind of like a really hard poke. I heard this make noise. Is it supposed to?
It's a radio.
What?
Of course it does.
What's a radio?
I don't fucking know. I only heard them talk about a radio. I don't actually know what it is. I think Skaith said something. I don't know. Skaith or Phelios. I don't remember. One of them said something about him making a noise.
Kiara, I think you would have seen, like, at times, Kisara did turn on the radio when he went to sleep.
I don't remember.
And there's, like, this big, like, it looks like a big dial in the front. With, like...
He doesn't know what a radio is. She has, like, never, like, actually, asked, she never asked Kisara, this is above table, Kisara about, the radio ever. She has never seen anything, like, technological. She's never seen a yes, that she's never seen that before.
And to be fair, for a radio like this, nobody really has.
I'm good.
Except for people in Neverwinter, apparently.
Yeah, the rich bitches.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
They are. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm freaked out right now. I don't like this. I am only in here because I want you to be safe, and you are my friend. The only reason I am
He's
here
got
is
a
because of
big smile on his face. Like,
Don't
he's trying to
look
figure
at
out how to get
me
this thing to
like
work.
that.
Go ahead, Lux. As you're like sitting there poking and prodding the radio, give me an investigation check.
Investigation, okay. Ooh, an 11 plus... What's my invest... Oh, plus 2. 13.
Oh man.
13.
Yeah.
The only thing that is able to move on there is like the weird button, not button thing in the front of it that can go left, right, and kind of spins.
I'm gonna turn it.
Oh.
And as you turn it, there's going to be a click. And as there is the click, before there is the sound of static playing, there's this exhalation within the room.
No. 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 No.
That sounded so fucking cool.
And
No.
it wraps up in a flash.
No.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Wally West mentioned. And now that the radio's just...
Does it normally make that first noise?
I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember mentioning out in the hallway, if I hear something, I'm bolting with you in my arms.
But you didn't.
I'm bolting now. I do not want to be in here anymore. That was creepy. No. Lux, no. We're getting out of here. Me no like. Her tail is like shaking. Like she's not okay. Like she's genuinely horrified. I just don't know how to act that without screaming, and I'm not waking my dad up.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. I mean this in the nicest way possible. I want to get the fuck out of here. And I don't want to keep you to stay in here. I'm very lost on what to do right now.
Has it been an hour?
I'd say at this point, it's just on the hour. So...
Is there anything invisible in this room? Before it ends.
What? Yeah, I mean...
Because I have the see invisibility for that, like, that 1 hour.
As you're looking around the room, in a space that Lux... You didn't see what was there before. The ritual of blood that was cast upon the floor. You can see remnants of that ritual invisible. The ritualistic symbol on the ground. Crudely made with splatches, as if speckles of ink, it's actually blood, lay upon the ground. And as you move your eyes through this space, you happen upon a mirror, probably over here, and you look into it, and before the thunder crashes and the gust of wind causes the candles to blow out, there is a figure in the mirror right next to Kiara. Bound in wrapping, almost clasped with a ring on their chest, completely wrapped. and just standing. Thunder will crack. The lights will go out, and there will be...
My composure drops.
Ow!
You just see the silhouette of Wizgore.
And almost in the distance, through the sound of the radio, as the lights go out, and the image disappears, I think you probably would, in the radio, would they hear Kisara laughing or crying?
Crying.
Cry laughing? Craffing?
It's the Camilla laugh.
What?
Our friend Camilla, we can never tell if she's laughing or crying.
Yeah. And there is the sound of crying coming in broken static through the radio device. Lux, you have no idea who it is. Kiara, it does sound like Kisara.
That...
After seeing the figure in the mirror, Lux is frozen. Like, he is so afraid.
Lux. What did you see?
There's
Did you see something?
someone in here.
Let's get the fuck out. No. I hear... That sounds like the guy that, used to stay in here. Crying on the radio. I want to go.
Okay.
Come on.
As soon as the door is slightly open, I'm running.
Yeah, run.
Just
Fucking bolt.
out.
Yeah, no.
Leaving the radio on?
I want to.
Yeah, I didn't turn off the radio. I'm too scared to get near that thing again.
I'm gonna close the door and like try and lock it, if that's possible.
Unfortunately,
the door is not
is
connected
broken.
to the door frame.
It just kind of haphazardly there in the door frame after Endeavor kicked the door in.
You stupid chicken wing! Why would you?
Because it was locked before.
It's now splinters. No. The chicken.
Are you guys going to separate rooms? You going to like? Same.
I would run to my room.
I'm going with him. I'm not sleeping alone. Fuck that. Nope.
And meanwhile, Parzival, are you going upstairs now?
He has a plate of pastries, one in his mouth as he's walking up the stairs.
You probably would have seen the flash of the two of them running down the hall.
Literally. You see them running Scooby-Doo style down the corner.
He just like stops for a second, stares at the direction that they ran to, walks up the stairs, looks down the hall they ran from, looks down the hall they went, and goes to the door and just like kicks the door with his foot to knock.
There's a scream inside.
Dude. I'm gonna be like curled up in a ball, hugging my tail. In the corner.
I'm like hugging my knees, sitting on my bed.
He pulls the pastry
wait,
from
can
his
we be
mouth.
hugging each other?
Yeah, it's the Shaggy and Scooby like holding each other in the corner thing.
I'm holding on to you like fucking.
Parzival like pulls out the pastry from his mouth, but still slightly muffled because he's still trying to.
Parzival?
Parzival?
He places the half-eaten pastry onto the plate that he's holding and just opens the door and peeks in. He just swallows what he has. Are you guys alright?
No.
There's a ghost in here.
There. Okay. Do you think you could come in? By chance? To explain this? Because I don't want to explain this with the door open.
Sure.
Okay.
He walks in, closes the door, just leans against it as he just picks up the half-eaten pastry and begins to eat it again.
Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna put Lux down a little bit and set him on his bed. And I'm gonna go over here. Explain. And I'm gonna go over here. So me and Lux, Lux wanted to go into the room where the radio is. And we went in. And I didn't want to go in because before you guys got here, before we found actually went to the tavern and got situated and made it homey, it was haunted. By a hag and a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know if they have fully left yet. But we went in, a lot of stuff happened. If Lux, could you explain what you saw, if you are able to? Because I don't even know what he saw.
There was a man in rags in the mirror. Like a mummy.
Huh.
What's a mummy?
It's a dead body covered in rags.
Oh, that's awful. He saw that. There was a weird sound that happened, and then the radio played. It sounded very staticky, and the person who used to stay in that room, it sounded like they were on the radio crying. I don't know if I don't know if Skaith or Endeavor have told you about the person that stayed in that room or whatnot. But yeah, it's not good.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's out to harm anyone. Ghosts can, from my knowledge, physically hurt people.
That's not the point. That's still kind of terrifying. I mean,
would you like me to go see if there's anything still in there? And also, I think you might have left it on because I heard some static of some sort.
Save yourself. Don't go in there.
I'll go. Okay, Lux, do you want to come with, or are you gonna stay here?
You guys seem scared enough. You stay.
I'm not gonna let you go alone.
Sweetheart, I can handle myself.
Hey, Woods.
Yo.
Imagine if it was one of those fucking movie scenes where he goes in there and there's nothing abnormal going on. It's just Wizgor sitting there eating cookies with cookie crumbs in his beard. He's just like,
Say something.
Oh, hey, man. Pierogi. You want one?
He's just gonna sigh and just hand the plate to them. Look, after this, I'll go close the door and fix whatever you guys touch. And I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll be back.
Going back over here to Lux.
He walks out the door, closes it again, and slowly saunters over to where they ran from.
Uh-huh.
And he just looks in.
Kind of move the door off its broken hinges as the door was kicked in. You don't know that. You don't know why it was, but it was. I kind of put it off to the side, and the bed sheets seem tattered. There is sort of ruby spectacles that are on the countertop there. One with the big old crack going down one of the lenses, and above board what looks to be like a 10s and 20s style radio, and it's on. It's illuminating, and there's a sound of static going through.
He just looks around because he doesn't know what they did, so he kind of thinks that they fucked up the beds as well. So he just starts to make all the beds. He just starts to tidy up this. I don't know what they touched. I'm just gonna fix it. So he just starts tidying up the beds, making sure everything is in place, and then he finally goes to the radio and just clicks it off.
and everything in the room goes silent. Nothing but the sound of rain. The lights, the candles are still lit, I believe, because Lux lit them.
He just takes a long moment to look around the room before going over to the candles and just blowing them out and heading to the door.
10-4. You blow the candles out. And as you're walking to the door with the lights out, you see, as you're walking by the mirror, for the half second, like a split second, as the light flashes again from the lightning and thunder. In the mirror, you see a reflection, but it doesn't look like you. The skin itself is very pale, eyes almost white and milky. Really pretty hair.
He stares at the mirror.
It
For-
happened like a split second. Like you'd have to like do a double take and it's gone.
He just glances at it, furrows his brows, before sighing and just leaving the room and gently trying to close the door. And then he just starts to walk back to the others. He knocks.
I think it's Pars.
Yes, it's me. I'm here.
Freak.
Everything seems fine. I cleaned up everything, fixed the
Did
beds.
you
and
see
whatnot.
anything?
No. Not out of the ordinary.
100% being honest?
Yeah.
Did it infect you?
It took too long.
Did it
What?
infect
He
you?
just stares at
Crazy.
Huh? Do you
What?
mean-
Lex is
Mind
just
him, he's
staring
scared.
at you like, huh?
Mind him, he's scared, as I am. What? Okay, well,
How many of
here-
those pastries are still left, actually?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many did fucking Tom Shorty make?
I was asking how many of those two ate it while you were gone.
Oh, I didn't eat one. I'm not
Lex,
hungry.
Lex was too scared to go near them.
Aw.
He
Yeah.
would
Aw.
move.
No. I
Uh,
no.
I feel like since Lux, I know, has such a fucking high perception, Kiara doesn't know this, but he didn't answer truthfully.
That wouldn't be a perception. That'd be an insight.
Either way, he took too long.
Mm-hmm.
But he just grabs the pastries and just goes, "Well, good night.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with things at night, please.
Okay.
Also, don't leave candles on during night when people are going to bed. That could start a fire. But either way, good night.
Good night,
I'm a
Mars.
room over if
Good
you
night,
need me.
Parzival.
Good night, Flax. Good night, Kira." He
Good
just
night.
walks out and closes the door.
So I hope you know I'm not going back to my room. I'm terrified.
That's fine. I'm also terrified.
Okay. Well, nothing out of the ordinary happened, but I have a weird feeling about that. Just a small one. Nothing like, I think he's lying or anything, but
Not the metagame.
no.
Bro, metagame.
No. What do you think about it?
I think that guy was really scary.
Well, obviously, and like, we described him with robes,
Like bandages.
like a mummy, like a mum. Okay, that's what you said. All right, I wasn't mentioning that. I was mentioning about the silly hunter fighter guy. What's fuck Parzival? Fuck.
There you go.
Oopsie.
I'd like to
Mentioning
imagine I'm
him.
on the other side of the wall with a pillow on both sides of my ears trying to sleep.
Yeah,
You guys are loud as fuck.
the
Bro,
really thin walls. Every
time, like, there's a
slight
noise,
thing,
like,
Lux, yeah, Lux makes a noise every time there's like a lightning strike.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what I was mentioning, but either way, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. But you should definitely get some rest. And I'm going to waltz over here and try and lay down.
Hell yeah. And as everybody lays down to take their long rest, oh my god, perfect timing. We'll go ahead and wrap up this session with what we do in long rests. See if
Ooh.
anybody gets a dream. Got one for each and every one of you ready. Who's it gonna be?
It'd be so cool to get a Whiscore one.
Yeah.
Wisco just got one, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Last
No,
one
'cause-
was Faith.
I think Skaith was the last one.
Skate's the
Yeah.
last one. The time before that, we had one with
That was
Whiscore flying and
Kiara.
stuff.
Whiscore did have one, yeah, but it's just always cool to see Whiscore stuff, I think.
It really is. We'll see, because the one I have for you is it is pretty cool. But let's see who it is. Gonna roll. Parsival.
Oh.
That's fitting. That's fitting.
Ooh.
That's fitting as hell.
Parsival, as you lay down
Sorry.
for your night's slumber, it's a bitter, sweet memory. It is nighttime and you're sitting on top of a rooftop with Tom Shorty staring out into the vastness of the city of Waterdeep. How long has it been since your mother died?
I believe like 2 years.
So this
Bless.
this is kind of an older memory then.
I think. I don't know.
No worries. But your mother passed and it hit you hard. You'd separated yourself from, well, relatively everybody. Coping as best you can. But it was good old Tom Shorty to help you back on your feet. And you two have always had a special bond, even if not through words. Like dancing, sparring and fighting, a lot can be conveyed and said. And as after a long day's work, kind of coming back into your own after this loss, finding now some new sense of normalcy, sitting on this rooftop, sharing a brew. Do you remember what Tom Shorty said to you?
I do. I have it written somewhere. Hold on. I can find it. It was really nice. In here. Found it. Tom Shorty basically comforted him through the entire thing, but the main memory he remembers is Tom telling him, as your brother, I am here to build your foundation, but only you can build your castle.
Aww.
Hmm.
And Parzival responded in a voice that doesn't sound like him. The castle wouldn't have been built if you weren't here.
And I'm sure at that point, Tom Shorty would have ruffled your hair so your hair would shaggily fall over your eyes.
In this moment, it wouldn't just be his eyes.
Oh. I'll leave it up to you if you want to say what it be.
His eyes stare off, cloak hidden most of his body, but pearly white eyes just stare off into the distance. Hand on his cloaked hair that's long and pure white as tears fall down opalescent skin. And that's it.
And with that dream, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session there.
Goddamn.
Oh, damn. Yippee! Affiliates, first affiliate stream, let's go! Thank you everybody
Such
so
an
much
affiliate
for...
stream.
Ghost stuff.
Oh, actually, is it not?
We're
It's not
legitimately haunted now. I think one of us is more haunted than the rest, but we're legitimately haunted now.
I'm a
Yay.
befriended.
We love spooky haunted house. I mean, honestly though, like it could be a lot worse. I could have hit y'all with one of these. Hold up, where is it?
Oh god.
Like it could have just been like one of these things coming through like the stupid radio. Just
I'll be honest, I would have whipped a nay to this shit.
That's crazy.
I don't doubt that it couldn't have been worse, but I feel like that was still pretty fucking sick. Like story wise, that was.
I want you
that
to
was
imagine
cool.
a voice coordinated into
yippee.
that. I want you to imagine it right now.
Watch me whip. Anyway, thank you so much everybody for joining us for episode 29 tonight. It was super fun, first affiliate stream. Yippee. I believe, are we still doing the Baldur's Gate streams?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sundays at 8.
Yippee, Sundays at 8 p.m. EST? What time?
Yeah, at EST.
8 p.m. EST. Yippee. Watch Wisgore be a Wisgore in Baldur's Gate. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Drink water, eat some food, and we'll see you all next time. Yippee!
Yeah. See ya.